The following is a production of the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. The boys of fall are back. Davis County football is coming your way on New Country 104.3 KRKN. Davis County Mustang sports broadcasts are brought to you by these sponsors. Tricia and the staff at Brothers Market in Bloomfield. Make sure and download their new app and start saving today at Brothers Market, where they treat you like family. By Community First Credit Union, with over 16 locations to serve you. By Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Call them today for a virtual visit and get seen from the comfort of your home. By Davis County Community School District. One school, one community, one goal. The best we can be. By Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield. Call Darren today to get a great night's sleep on a mattress you'll love. 664-3060. By First Iowa State Bank, with locations in Bloomfield, Cantrell, and Keosauqua. Today, tomorrow, together. By Geotech Sand and Stone, 3 miles west of Eldon on River Road. Call Jody for all your state-certified concrete sand, top-quality black dirt, fill sand, and washed gravel at 799-1235. By Ray, Doug, and Chris and the team at Hamilton Produce in Bloomfield and Ottumwa. Stop in for all your farm and hardware needs, and don't forget, they are the best place to call for all your LP gas needs. By Skyler at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield. He can build any fence you need. Call today to get on his list for fall work. For pictures of his work, check out the Hopkins Fencing Facebook page. By Lisa and the team at Northside Insurance in Bloomfield. Quote to claim, they take care of you. By Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield. Call Bob Lawson and the staff today, where results in your field are always their first concern. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Call them today to get a smile that lasts a lifetime. By Chris and the team at Pulaski Lumber, your start-to-finish lumber yard. Stop in and get everything you need for all your projects. And don't forget to come to the Pulaski Lumber Makers Space on the second Saturday of the month. By Chad LaRue at the Right Choice Driving School. When it comes to the safety of your kids as they learn to drive, make the right choice for driver's ed. Register today at therightchoicedrivingschool.com. By Slayton Polaris, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. See them today for a great deal on a Polaris Ranger or ATV. By Eric and the team at Spillman Auto Parts in Bloomfield. Don't forget, you can now text them about the car part you need. By Milo and his team at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield, offering free delivery to Bloomfield and the surrounding areas. And by William Penn University. Pay $5,000 or less per year with William Penn's Iowa Pride Scholarship geared towards high school seniors. Visit wmpenn.edu/Iowa Pride to find out more. Now, let's get to the field with the voice of your Davis County Mustangs, Alice Kojo.
Welcome to Week 2 at Mustang Stadium. Tonight we have the latest edition of a rivalry between two teams that have played some fun games in recent years. It's the Albia Blue Demons versus the Davis County Mustangs on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network. We're glad to have you with us on what is a thankfully cooler Friday evening. I'm Alice Kojo. Parker Stevens is our on-site producer, while Allison Walker is handling things on the radio side. And last but not least, let's say hello to for the first time to my partner, Brad McCloskey. As I mentioned, these two teams have played some entertaining games over the past couple of years. What expectations do you have for this year's edition, Brad?
I think there's going to be a lot of intensity. You know, these two teams have a good rivalry. We're week 2 here. We have much more favorable weather for football than we did last week. You know, that heat, and then again coupled with the fact that you couldn't prepare fully. You know, with all the question marks and maybe the conditioning was not quite where it would be, so conditioning will come into play as well. But these two teams will definitely bring a lot of intensity and a lot of courage to the football field tonight.
Coming up next, we'll take a look at a Davis County team that finally got the better of Centerville last week and now have their eyes set on a 2-0 start. We'll be back in 2 minutes. This is Davis County football, and we're live on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
The busy farming season is here, and Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom applications. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open, so why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom where the off-road's best, like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection, and group tracking that lets you spread out and stay together. Upgrade your ride for as little as $5 a day. Polaris, think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching Mustang football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to a very raucous Davis County, I beg your pardon, Mustang Stadium. Take a look to your right, Brad. They're doing squats. Front squats before the game. The Mustangs are.
I have never seen that.
I have never
seen
that
first
before either.
And thank you for pointing that out.
Davis County looks to keep their good start of the season going tonight. Opposing the Mustangs will be the Albia Blue Demons. Davis County, as we said before, they were able to turn the tables in their opener versus Centerville as they beat the Big Reds 28-19. Caden Glosser, as we saw last week, had a huge game, Brad. What impressions did you get from last week's game?
What a great start. I mean, you can't ever expect to be perfect right out of the gates. You know, week one, it's never going to be perfect. You know that. Again, with all the question marks coming into this season, there were a lot of things to put in place that a normal season has, and then a lot of other layers of things with COVID. So, hey, any win's a win, especially early. You know, we made some mistakes. We have some things to clean up, but sure. When you get a W.
Penalties, yeah.
Yep, after all those mistakes and things, and you still win. We didn't have turnovers. That was huge. Mm-hmm. We owned field position, did a lot of nice things, and a good win last week.
All right, we are getting set for the national anthem as both teams are on the field. I guess Davis County's finished their squats, their team-building squats before the game. So let's step away from the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll continue our pregame as Albia, dressed in white, is getting set to take on the maroon and gold of Davis County here at Mustang Stadium. Week 2 action right around the corner on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Are you installing a new septic system? The man to call is Jody at Geotech Sand and Stone. They have state-certified septic sand, as well as top-quality black dirt, fill sand, and washed gravel for landscaping. They also have large rocks to add to your landscaping. Geotech Sand and Stone has very competitive prices. Stop out and get a load, or have one of their contractors haul it for you. Call Jody today for more information at 799-1235. That's 799-1235. Geotech Sand and Stone, 3 miles west of Eldon on River Road. Your best choice for groceries is Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. They are proud to offer Best Choice branded items. While you're here, check out the awesome selection in their meat department and make sure and find something for your sweet tooth in the bakery. Don't forget to check them out on Facebook or visit their website at shopbrothersmarket.com. Stop in and see them today at Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. When it comes to the safety of your children, be sure to make the right choice when they start driving. At the Right Choice Driving School, they treat each student like family and do their utmost to provide each student with the necessary information and techniques to become a lifelong, safe, responsible driver. Sign up for driver's education today and you can start tomorrow. They are open to students in all Iowa districts. Go to therightchoicedrivingschool.com today for more information. Proud sponsor of the Davis County Mustangs.
Do you need a fence built? Call Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield and save yourself some blood, sweat, and tears. Skylar can build whatever kind of fence you need, from barbed wire, woven, continuous, and custom welding. Check out the Hopkins Fencing Facebook page for lots of pictures of the quality fencing jobs he has done. Call Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield today to get on his fall building list, as it will fill up fast. You can find his number on Facebook or call 641-208-6310.
This is Milo Wells, your pharmacist and owner at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. When you need prescriptions, stop in and let our team take care of you. If you're on a current customer, I challenge you to ask a friend or neighbor that comes to our pharmacy if they are satisfied with the professionalism and small-town customer service we pride ourselves on. We provide a higher level of pharmacy care with the same copays as other pharmacies in the area. Let us sync your medications to help save you time with once-a-month pickup at Wells Hometown Drug next to CarQuest in Bloomfield.
You're watching Mustang football on the Tumblr Radio Sports Network.
Week 2 action right around the corner. Welcome back to Mustang Stadium, where 1-0 Davis County is getting set to take on 0-1 Albia. Albia is a squad that went 1-8 last year. The Blue Demons present a unique challenge offensively with Blake Chance back as a signal caller, as well as his top target, Blake Stewart. Albia's plan is simple: get the ball in the Blake's hands as much as possible. In 2019, Chance threw the ball 323 times last year. He compiled 2,371 yards with 25 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. Stewart caught 60 of those passes for 1,055 yards and 10 touchdowns. Last week's opener versus Mount Ayr saw Albia trying to strike a better balance between the run and pass, 22 run plays, 20 pass plays. However, the Blue Demons only amassed 4 yards on the ground. Chance completed 9 of 20 passes for 111 yards with a touchdown. Of course, it was thrown to Stewart, and an interception. In the end, Albia dropped their opener to Mount Ayr by the final score of 36-7. Brad, I think we have a pretty good idea what Albia is good at and what Davis County needs to take away. How do you see Davis County's pass defense lining up with Albia?
Well, they're experienced and they're big. Blake Chance is going 6'4". He can run.
Yeah.
He can throw.
Yeah.
As you mentioned, he kind of lines up in the tight end a lot. Number 25, Blake Stewart. He's 6'4", 210. So they're big targets and they're experienced. They put a lot of time in, timing, running those routes. It showed on the little film that I saw last week, where they were forced to throw because they were down quite a bit. But when they do, and he gets open, he's a dangerous target. So it's going to be a fun matchup. I think the team tonight that can establish the run. We didn't see a very good establishment of run last week by Albia, but we didn't have that great of a running week either last week. So you're going to have the run game really in Iowa football first to really put the W's on the win column.
I think we really didn't see that run game for Davis County beside that opening drive. The opening drive, they had that running game, the commitment to it, but maybe because they didn't need to, or we don't know whether well, Gloucester had a huge game, of course, so maybe they found a matchup outside they wanted to exploit, but I believe you're right. And remember this spot from last year, Gavin McCall had a huge game, 253 yards on the ground, and looks like Davis County won the toss, and they will defer. So we will see the Albia offense on the field to begin this game, unless head coach Scott Murdoch is crazy enough to do a surprise onside to open the game. We did see Scott Murdoch do a surprise onside last week versus Centerville, and I think that just tells you, one, he believes in his team. You don't believe a coach that doesn't believe in his team wouldn't do a surprise onside like that, Brad.
No, you're right, and he knew early that Centerville was giving them opportunities, had given them opportunities even up to that point, and turnovers, and their offense had done some things with it. So why not give your offense as many opportunities as you can, because it's more likely you're going to score when you're on offense. Now, we did put up some points last week on defense as well, and I believe that's going to be one of the cases this night as well, that we're going to need that balance again between offense, defense, special teams. But we're going to have solid line play. I really believe that we're going to have to establish the run because we have some question marks in our receiving core right now. We know that one of our receivers, our top receivers from last year, Dalton Reeves, is not playing tonight. Carson Zittler has a question mark by his name, who was able to vertically stretch the field last year quite a bit to kind of keep your secondary honest and set up the run game. Question mark there. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but I think you need to establish the run game.
Actually, I was wrong. Albia is going to be kicking off. So it's Albia to kick off to Davis County. So the Mustangs for the second straight week will start off with the football. David Fisher is Albia's kicker, and he puts the ball on the tee. Back deep to receive this kick is Tayden Bish, as well as Caden Glosser for Davis County, looking straight into the sun as well, so they'll have to be cognizant of that. 0-1 Albia versus 1-0 Davis County. Last year in this matchup, Davis County won 59-49, so points aplenty in last year's matchup. Now the 2020 matchup is underway as Fisher puts it skyward. Glosser reels it in at the 3, running to the near sideline at the 15, steps aside a tackler, and tackle just short of the 20-yard line. Making the stop was Garen Grinstead for Albia. So Davis County starts on their own 19. Carson Mader, 12 of 19 passing, had 2 touchdowns to Caden Glosser, so an efficient game for Mader last week.
Yeah, we pointed out last week, too, that he has the ability to run the ball as well. So I think that's going to be a factor tonight, too. Both quarterbacks can get it done with their legs. 3 backs behind Mader.
McCall's the deep back. He takes a handoff running straight ahead, past the 20, tries to fight out of an ankle tackle, and he's finally taken down by Winfield across the 20 to the 22. Give him a gain of 3.
So as last week we came out in the heavy set, we were kind of surprised to see that last week. Albia, I'm sure, saw that film, not caught off guard this time, but a decent gain on first down there. But again, coming out with the power set right out of the gate as we did last week.
Power set behind Mader, who is under center. McCall again, the third back behind him. Again, McCall running straight up the middle, and he gets stopped at the 25, a gain of 2. 3rd and 4 coming up for Davis County. So 2 straight runs for McCall straight up the middle, and Davis County will have to contend with the 3rd and 4 from the 20. Actually, they'll call it that 26 now. McCall again, running straight ahead, fighting for the first down. He does not have it. Making the stop for Albia was Jackson Pence. And so he was stopped at the 28. 4th and 1.5.
We had a similar setup last week, although we had better starting field position than this. So this is a little bit of a different circumstance, but as of right now, it appears that he's going to be Murdoch. He's going to be going forward on 4th down.
Rolling the dice early. 4th and 1.5 from your own 28. Mader looking, actually it's a long count as he looks over to the sideline. And it looks like he's just going to, nope, they snap it. Hand off to McCall. Dive up the middle. McCall does not get the first down. It's going to be close, actually.
Yeah, a lot closer than it initially appeared.
Right.
I think
they're going to have to measure
this.
Yeah,
it's going to be close.
The ball looks like it is, from what the referee or the official on the near side marked, he marked it right at the 29. The original line of scrimmage was, the drive started at the 19, so,
yeah, it's right at it. He had a lot of bodies in there, obviously, when you're in that heavy set and guard tackle.
A huge,
unbalanced.
Huge stretch of the chains here. The chain is stretched, and it is a first down. Goodness gracious. By about 1/3 of the football, McCall.
Yeah, what a gutsy call by
needed
by the
1.5, probably got 1 3/4 yards. And a big fourth down conversion for Davis County. A gutsy call by Scott Murdoch to begin this game. So 1st and 10 for Davis County at the 29. 3 backs behind Mater, who is under the center.
Yep, sticking with the unbalanced set.
McCall, good yardage up the middle this time at the 40 and bang down across the 45 to the 47-yard line. I've given it 18 for McCall.
Yeah, that's a little bit more like it from him. We saw that a lot out of him last year. Pretty well bottled up last week. You know, we relied more on the passing game and sprint outs from Mater. That looks, again, a lot like what we saw last year. Let's keep that going.
Davis County going quickly after the 19-yard run by McCall. McCall again. He got stripped. And Albia has it. At the 49-yard line, it was Liam Winfield, the linebacker, reaching in and stripping McCall. So Davis County's first turnover of the season gives Albia 1st and 10 at the Davis County 49. No score with 9:28 remaining in the first quarter. Albia looking to capitalize on the Davis County fumble. Chance in the shotgun. And Albia calls timeout. Looks like they could not get the right personnel in, so they have to burn an early timeout. Now we'll see, Brad, how Davis County can respond after turning it over.
Yeah, well, for this season, uncharted territory.
Right.
You know, uncharacteristic of Gavin to put that one on the ground, but he's a tough kid. He hates to go down easy, and sometimes that gets the best of a running back, especially when, you know, you're fighting for those extra yards. A great job by Albia there to strip it. I mean, you could see they were stripping at the ball, and maybe they saw something on tape where he carries it a little bit loose at times, but a good job by them, and good starting field position for the offense. Fortunate for the Mustangs, they have a chance here to regroup as well because Albia couldn't get their formation set.
Right.
So a timeout here, a chance to take a breath and see if we can return the favor.
Albia wearing all white as they come back onto the field, led out by senior Blake Chance. Main person to look out for Albia is their tight end, Blake Stewart. We dubbed them the Blake to Blake connection. I don't know if Albia ran with that or not.
Probably not, since it came from us. I would
probably
guess.
not.
But, and what they do a lot is they put them in the tight end position, so they, you know, a lot of times suck those linebackers in by a run pass, or excuse me, a run fake, and then they'll slip him out, and he's dangerous.
There's a handoff, and good yardage up the middle. That's Winfield in the open, in the clear, cutting back at the 20, still on his feet.
Now it's a race to the pylon.
Wynn headed to the far pylon. Touchdown. A 49-yard run by Nathaniel Wynn to open things up for Albia, and it is 6-0 Albia just like that.
Yeah, and our defense on their pursuit there were taking some poor angles on the initial scramble as he was going to his left, and then over pursuit on the backside as he cut back across the field, and then it was just a race to the pylon on the far side of the field, and he won that one easily. So something we didn't see out of them at all last week.
No.
Mount Air pretty well shut that down. We see it right here, bang.
That was easily their best run of the season thus far. Fisher to get the extra point for Albia. Kick is away. And the kick is good. 9:02 left to go in the first quarter. Albia takes advantage of a Davis County fumble, and they cash it in for a touchdown. 7-0 Albia. We'll be back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching Mustang football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I should have told her 30 seconds. Set to kick this one away. Welcome back to Davis County, where Albia has cashed in an early fumble to take a 7-0 lead. There goes the kick. It's a spinner to Glosser on the near side at 5. He's at the 10, the 20, going up the sideline, submarined, and spilled at the 30-yard line. Chaz V making the tackle for Albia.
Yeah, much better starting field position here, and, we just got to pick up where we left off before the turnover and establish our run game. Something Albia obviously is going to make a point of emphasis with right now, especially after they just exploited bad tackling, bad angles, poor pursuit. We have to do the same. We have to establish the run game and keep that going.
1st and 10, Davis County from their own 31. Mater takes the snap, hands it off to Clayton Smith, his first carry of the game. Good yardage up the middle as he bangs his way across the 40 to the 42. A gain of 11 and a fresh set of downs for Davis County.
Yeah, and a nice, powerful run there. It's nice to have those two options in the backfield. I know the coaches were real excited about him this year and all of the work that he put in the offseason. So, again, nice to have two different backs in the backfield. They both play linebacker as well, so every once in a while to give them a breather, give each other a break. But nice to have that 1-2 punch back there. And 3, really, with, the fullback, and then you got Mater who can run it as well. We've got to get that going.
1st and 10 from the 42. Hand off to Smith again, running up the gut. Flag comes in, thrown by the referee Marvin Boyer. And it sure looks like this play is coming back. And it is holding called against Davis County. Didn't quite see who did the holding there, Brad, but it looked like it was a pretty easy call by that referee.
Yeah, there's holding on every play. It's just you got to be looking at the right place to see it. That's just kind of the rule of thumb of inside play in football. There's always holding. It's just where your hands are at when you're doing the hold. Sometimes you get caught.
First penalty for Davis County. Keep in mind, last week the Mustangs had 17 penalties as they look to cut that down. 1st and 20. Line of scrimmage is now the 32. For the first time, Davis County spreads things out. 3 receivers to the left with 1 to the right. Mater hands it off to Smith, gets away from an arm tackle, and gets spun ahead to just about the 34 for a gain of 2.
A good job to avoid that first initial hit because they had him for a loss.
Mm-hmm.
So get something positive out of it after the penalty. That's good, but got a big hole to dig ourselves out of here with 2nd and long.
7:45 remaining in the first quarter. Albia 7, Davis County nothing. Mustangs fumbled the ball in their first possession. This is their second possession of the ball game. White, McCall, and Glosser are the wide receivers to the right. Lynch is the lone wide receiver to the left. Mater in the shotgun with Smith lined up in the backfield with him. Blitz coming. Mater fakes a pass. Throws it deep over the middle, and it's over the head of McCall at the 45-yard line of Albia. Good coverage there by Chaz Fee, who he was with McCall step for step.
Yeah, and that's hard, when you're Mater, who did a 3 or 4 step drop. Saw the pressure coming, so good job to avoid that, but it didn't get his feet underneath him as you're trying to step up in the pocket. Not his fault. He just felt the pressure, and a good blitz call by Albia's defense there.
3rd and long, 3rd and 18 for Davis County from their own 34. They need the Albia 48-yard line. 4 receivers out, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Play action. Mater rolls to his right. Looks like it's a straight quarterback run. Angling towards the near sideline and stops short of the 40. Good solid tackle there by Liam Winfield, and it will be punting time for Davis County after a gain of 5 by Mater.
Yeah, on that play, you kind of rely on your receivers to run their guy off a little bit. Albia's defensive backs didn't bite. Then you become blockers on the perimeter, and defense there won the possession. So good job by their defense. Again, the penalty set us back on that drive, so we were kind of fighting uphill, forced into the passing game a little bit. But we can flip the field here with a good punt.
We saw McCall punt last week, but this week it's Caden Glosser who's back there to put toe to leather. There's a snap back, and Glosser, it's a short kick. And Albia runs away from it. It takes a good roll out to about the 26-yard line. So Davis County was able to get 1 first down before they were forced to punt. Now Albia with a 7-0 lead.
Takes a water timeout here, looks like, Ellis.
Yeah, it looks like that is a water timeout. All right, while they take this water timeout, how about we step away for 30 seconds? Albia 7, Davis County nothing, with 6:21 remaining in the first quarter. This is Davis County football on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching Mustang football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Everything good, but it ain't sweet, no.
6:21 remaining in the first quarter of the 2020 edition of Albia versus Davis County. These two teams have played a pair of classics over the last 2 years. Davis County winning on this field 59-49 last year. And, of course, 2 years ago, Brad, we remember that 33-32 triple overtime win by Albia.
Yeah, I remember it being multiple overtimes, and I couldn't remember exactly how many. So it was a barn burner and a heartbreaker, but a great game. Memorable.
Albia lines up with a big formation, I formation, behind Blake Chance, who is under center. Handoff to Wynn, who has a 49-yard touchdown run for the only score. He has good yards up the middle, banging ahead and taken down finally at midfield. Nick Miller makes the touchdown-saving tackle at the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 25 for Wynn. He has runs of 49 and 25 so far today.
Yeah, and he's a big kid too, 6'2", 200 pounds, what they have him listed at, and not going to go down by arm tackles, which you saw plenty of there. The last 2 times he's held the ball, he's ran right through those arm tackles. Fortunate to bring him down there, but we're going to have to put some pads on him and bring him down. He's not going to be brought down by arm tackles.
Albia with a 7-0 lead with 6:13 remaining in the first quarter. Davis County comes out with 3 down linemen. Chances in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to each side. Handoff and tackled immediately in the backfield that time. That was Sovereign on the carry. And a good tackle there by, I believe that was Nick Miller.
I saw number 50, I thought.
They say Culbertson.
Culbertson, okay.
Yeah. So Culbertson on the tackle. No gain. Actually a loss of 1 by Sovereign. So back at midfield is Albia.
50 is listed as Matt Garma, but that was Caden Culbertson, but he's wearing number 50 on the D-line position. Another interesting wrinkle there I just saw on the last play is actually Gavin McCall went down to the defensive line position. They had 1 linebacker set, so some wrinkles were throwing at him here on defense as well.
2nd and 11 from midfield. Chance looking right, now looking left, firing to the right. Pass is caught by Wynn. Shakes a tackle up the far sideline, 30, 20, outracing the defense inside the 5 and taken down maybe by his horse collar at the 3. No flag on the play, but another big chunk play for Albia. This time a gain of 48. Chance to win.
And I saw a couple of those connections, on the film last week, and I do remember that last year as well. But again, you got senior guys out here, and they're stepping up. They remember what happened last year. Come to play today. Touchdown-saving tackle there by number 3, Alex Lynch.
1st and goal from the 2. Under 5 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Albia looking to add to their 7-0 lead as they are looking to knock it in to the end zone to our left. Wynn is the tailback in the I formation behind Chance, who is under center. He takes a handoff, runs straight ahead, and right into the arms, into the teeth of the Davis County defense. Good stop there by Carson Mader, among others, for Davis County. A loss of, let's see where they spot it, loss of 1 back to the 3.
Yeah, that was interesting there. It didn't look like all of the Albia's offense was on the same page to me. A lot of our defensive line came right through. So either that or we did a great job of defensive line stunts that fooled every single lineman on the offensive side of the ball. But a big stop nonetheless, and let's see if we can do that a couple more times here.
2nd and goal from the 4. Play action, Chance to throw, tosses it to the right pylon, and it's caught for the touchdown. C.J. Flattery makes a touchdown catch. And it is 13-0 Albia with the extra point coming up.
Yeah, just like last week, Ellis, you mentioned that even in the loss, they still showed good balance in their run and pass game. They're showing the same here and being efficient with both.
Fisher in to kick the extra point, and this is a reversal of what we saw last week versus Centerville. Davis County jumped out to a 14-0 lead. Fisher with the kick. And in week 2, Albia is up on Davis County 14-0. 3:57 remaining in the first quarter. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
It's more than an...
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to...
You're watching Mustang football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the gang, gang chose me. I'm a champion, I need some trophy. I can try to
with 3:57 remaining in quarter number 1. A fumble by Davis County in the opening drive, and Albia on the very next play scores a touchdown. And then after getting a first down on their second drive, Davis County was forced to punt. And then Albia, in just 4 plays, gets down the field and ends up, beg your pardon, 5 plays. And with a touchdown pass from Chance to Flattery from 2 yards out, they have a 14-0 lead. And the big plays, Brad, a 49-yard run, a 25-yard run, as well as a 48-yard pass. Those are kind of those back-breaking chunk plays that really put you behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, and a lot of poor tackling also on those plays. So those credit to Albia, those seniors are running through some of our arm tackles, but poor tackling, some poor angles on the pursuit. And I think it highlights the importance of balance in Iowa high school football that they're exhibiting right now that we are not. We're trying to get our passing game going. We're all right in the running game so far, but when you're one-dimensional, you can scheme against that and shut it down pretty quickly.
Bish and Glosser back to receive this kick. Low line drive coming down to Glosser. It goes over his head, and fortunately for Glosser, it bounces into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, smart play by him because he was backpedaling, would have recovered that and had a long way to go, been lucky to get out to the 20. So a smart play by him. He's been there before, so that was a good move by him and a nice job not to touch it. So
Davis County starts from their own 20 with 4:22 remaining in the opening quarter. A couple of first downs. Big plays so far for Davis County. 18-yard run by McCall, an 11-yard run by Smith. Mater so far 0 for 1 passing, and they come out with the shotgun, Davis County does. Trips to the right with 1 to the left. Mater with a quick screen on the near side. Pass is caught by Glosser, and he's stacked up and dropped across the 20 to about the 25. A short gain, and the tackle was made by Landon Simpson of Albia.
Yeah, and Albia is playing one of my favorite defense and underrated defense, the 4-4, which is something I played a lot in high school. You don't see it a lot anymore. You see a lot of high school teams, have the college influence. You see a lot of 3-4, 3-5, a lot of the more up-tempo. I really like the 4-4, and just for that reason right there, you're able to get guys more quickly to the perimeter and pursuit into the flats like that. A good job on the perimeter by blocking there, but just better pursuit by Albia to shut that play down as it was getting started.
2nd and 8 from the 22. Blitz coming, pass down the middle, cut by Glosser. He runs into the midfield to the 40, the 30. Glosser is gone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And just like that, 68 yards from Mater to Glosser.
Wow, and a beautiful route too. Again, those guys put in a lot of time, you can tell, this summer on those routes, and that ball, just like last week at a couple of occasions, was just spot on. So great job by Mater. good route running by Gloucester. That is the downside of playing the 4-4s. A lot of times you got 8 guys stacked in the box. You got guys back in coverage. It's a cover 3, but a lot of times you get those one-on-one matchups. That time Gloucester won.
I'm mistaken. That was a 78-yard pass, not 68.
Hey, good mistake.
Yeah, it's still a touchdown.
Absolutely.
Davis County is on the board with 3:32 remaining in the first quarter, and McCall's here to add the extra point.
And, that's going to pay dividends, and I'll get into those in a little bit because they stretch the field.
Kick is away, and it is no good. McCall pushed that wide to the left. 3:32 remaining in the first quarter. Our new score, Albia 14, Davis County 6. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
You're watching Mustang football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Davis County on the board as it took them just 2 plays. The big play being a 78-yard pass from Carson Mater to Caden Glosser. That's Glosser's 3rd touchdown catch already this season. Extra point was no good, but Davis County within 8 of Albia, 14-6, with 3:32 remaining in the first quarter. McCall has the ball on the tee as he gets set to send this skyward. A high pop-up kick taken in by Keller, and he gets pounded down at about the 42-yard line. That was a big hit laid on by the man that you said was wearing number 50, but he's not number 50.
Caden Culbertson.
There we go.
Yep, sophomore Caden Culbertson. Another guy that, I was excited to see contributing this year. He works hard, track guy as well. Again, you can see the body types are a lot different even in a year, so they put in a lot of time in the weight room this summer.
Albia has scored each time they have touched the ball. And they have a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Chance with the toss to win. Dancing in the backfield, and he gets dropped. McCall was able to, after Culbertson held him up,
yep.
McCall was able to clean up, and it is a loss of, looks like a loss of 6.
Yeah, real nice job on first step there by Caden Culbertson. Just knifing through the middle, getting a hand on him, slowing him down, and give time for those linebackers to get there. Gavin and number 11, Smith, are not going to miss too many tackles. They are not arm tacklers. So good job by Caden slowing him down. Good job by Gavin to bring him down.
2nd and 16 from the 36 of Albia as they're moving from right to left here in the first quarter, which has 2:50 left in it. Albia leading 14-6. Chance. They fake the tunnel screen, throw it over the middle, tipped and almost intercepted. McCall got a hand on it. The intended receiver was Linfield over the middle, but McCall, good discipline, just following the quarterback and reading his eyes. They tried some misdirection there, it looked like, Brad.
Yeah, they did, and, we had a real nice defensive line stunt. We had a crash down by the end and a kind of a loop out by one of the inside defensive linemen to keep contain on the quarterback as he was trying to get out. So they kept contain, forced him to kind of hit the brakes, throw, didn't quite have his feet set, and then Gavin, nice job pursuing over the middle, got a paw on it.
3rd and 16 from the Albia 36. Chance in the shotgun, takes a snap, dropping straight back, looking deep, pocket breaks down. Now he's directing traffic, tries to run with it, and he gets just got tipped out of bounds, able to get just a piece of him.
Was that Easton
as he was coming by? Yeah, that was Easton White that knocked him out of bounds. Just a 1-yard gain to the 37, and looks like Albia is going to have to punt this one away on 4th and 15.
That was a really nice job by Easton there, too, not to get too cute and try to, tackle him. He just knew where he was at on the field. He knew the sideline was right there. Chance is shifty.
They call that using the extra defender, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Using good field awareness by him.
Punts away. Nice punt. Fumbled, but then recovered. That's Carson Zittler in the game. And he gets reeled down at the 40, make that the 34-yard line. So Zittler, who we didn't think we'd be seeing today, he brings in the punt.
Yeah.
And it's 1st and 10 for Davis County after the 3-and-out by Albia.
And he's a little gimpy, just even after that return. Again, I saw him this week at the hardware store here in town, and he was not sure how much action he would get tonight as he's nursing a calf injury or a lower leg injury. But I'm glad to see him in the game.
First and 10, Davis County from their own 34. 2:21 left to go in the first quarter. Albia 14, Davis County 6. Davis County 1-0 on the season. Albia looking to even their record at 1-1, and a timeout called by Davis County. I believe the offense was not lined up to the satisfaction of head coach Scott Murdoch. So Davis County kind of, like you said it during one of the breaks, Brad, how something good needed to happen so they can find a rhythm. That 78-yard pass from Mater to Glosser really seemed to get them going, and they were able to force Albia on a 3-and-out. Now they're back on offense.
Yeah, when you don't have the balance, you can kind of get nosy, right? And you're playing that 4-4, your linebackers want to play fast up to the run game, and when you're one-dimensional and can only run the ball, like we've shown to that point, as a linebacker myself, I did get nosy, and it was fun to play that way because you didn't have a deep threat. Well, now we just have the deep threat that kind of softens you up a little bit as a linebacker. You've got to make sure that you are checking slants, get into your drop zones if you have to. It just, again, that balance keeps them back on their heels just even a step to allow the offense time to let their plays form and guys get on their routes.
So after the Davis County timeout, there's 2:21 left to go in the first quarter. Davis County trailing Albia 14-6. Mater in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. Lynch and McCall to the left. Glosser and White to the right. Handoff to Smith. Good yardage up the middle as he dives forward. Tackling him was Fisher, but not after. Smith was able to rip off 14 yards and a first down.
I really like that play design too because they put Gavin in motion, which they could easily be a threat if they did a shovel pass or something to him. But what he actually did was they left the end unblocked and he kicked out that end as he came upfield. So they used Gavin as almost a trap man and sprung that one for a big gain out of number 11 Smith. So really nice play design. 1st
and 10 from the Davis County 48. Mater looked like a busted play, but he'll try to run it up the middle. He gets into Albia territory and tackled at the 47-yard line, a gain of 5.
Yeah, we'll take those busted plays all the time. We were trying to set up, again, kind of a counter or a trap to the single back in the backfield. I think that was, again, Smith back there. But, again, Mater can run the ball just fine. So that time, either of those guys had the ball in their hand. You have 2 great big pulling a guard and a tackle that time. And I believe that was Bose, one of the pulling guards. And I think Trey Armstrong was the other big guy pulling. So 2 big freight trains coming through. Either one of those guys with the ball.
McCall, Glosser, and White are the wide receivers to the right. Lynch is the lone wide receiver to the left. Mater in a shotgun. 2nd and 5 from the 48. Pass is caught by McCall on the near seam, and he gets inside the 45 to the 44. Gain of, we'll call it 4 to the 44. And 3rd and 2 coming up for Davis County. Clock moving as we are at 45 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Davis County trailing Albia 14-6. And they have a 3rd and 2 from the Albia 44. 5 wide receivers out for Davis County. Trips to the left with 2 to the right. McCall now lining up tight to the left. Coming into motion now into the backfield is Smith. Lined up behind Mater now. Play action. Mater to throw. Looking. Tossing it deep for Glosser. Caught at the 10, at the 5. Touchdown, Mustangs. It did look like Glosser was open, but as you said a couple times last week, Brad, Mater put that only where Glosser could catch that. 44 yards, and Davis County within 2 points.
And what another beautiful play design there. A lot of motion going on, so a lot of things for the defense to have to consider there. You had Smith again going in motion. He went into the backfield. Beautiful run fake by Mater. Roll out to his left. He's a double threat. He doesn't use his legs as much, but he can. He had Gavin in the flat, which kind of brought some of the attention, and over the top there again is Mr. on the spot. Man,
He is having himself a beginning of the season.
4 or 5 offensive touchdowns.
That's
plus
4
one
offensive
defense.
touchdowns
4.
and 1 defensive touchdown from last week.
Yeah.
Davis County lined up as if they're going to go for 2. McCall in the backfield, and he gets stripped on his way into the end zone. It's recovered by an offensive lineman, but he could not get
just short
in the end zone. That was a good effort there by Tristan Marks, one of the offensive linemen that picked up the fumble by McCall, tried to get into the end zone, but was stopped short. 14 seconds left in the opening quarter. What's been a very entertaining first quarter. Albia 14, Davis County 12, back in 30 seconds on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Attention Southern Iowa, do you need a better night's sleep? Maybe it's time to get a new mattress. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield has the most competitive prices on new mattresses in all different sizes. Darren sells camper mattresses, commercial bedding, rollaways, special order sizes, bed frames, and mattress protectors. Call Darren today and he'll meet you at the warehouse. Dixon's Mattress Outlet, 641-664-3060. That's 664-3060.
You're watching Mustang football on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
There have been big plays galore in this game. A 44-yard touchdown pass from Carson Mater to Caden Glosser. 2-point conversion, no good. Albia still with a 14-12 lead, but Davis County has scored the last 12 in this ball game.
Yeah, I really love the wrinkles that we're seeing on offense too. Very creative play designs. You know, and I expect to see that as your season progresses, but you don't expect to see it maybe as efficient, you know, week 2 because there's a lot of moving parts there. But very nice play calling there by the coaching staff.
McCall has the ball up on the tee, ready to put toe to leather with 14 seconds left in the opening quarter. And McCall runs up, sends it skyward. It's a fumble, and picking it up is Keller, and he gets tackled at the 27-yard line. A good, solid tackle by Easton White. 8 seconds left in the quarter.
I was real excited to hear his name. You know, I had him when he was in middle school. I don't believe he played football then, but he's just a good kid and a hard worker. Obviously not afraid to hit. He's not a real big guy, but he is not afraid to stick his nose in there. Had a good open field tackle there.
1st and 10 Albia from their own 27. They went 3 and out on their last drive after scoring on their first 2 drives. Chance in the pistol. The give. And trying to go skyward, but that was Chad's Fee that tried to leap. And it's a 11-yard gain to make that a 12-yard gain to the 39-yard line, and that will be, well, I thought it would be the end of the first quarter, but we will see. And there is the end of the first quarter. What an entertaining opening stanza here at Mustang Stadium. After 1, Albia 14, Davis County 12. Back for quarter number 2 on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. Whatever project you're working on, we have what you need. From shingles, new windows, siding, plumbing, or even nice new Milwaukee power tool. If we don't have it, we can order it. And if you need professional advice on a project, we're always happy to help. While you're here, check out our Makerspace building. Make plans to stop out every month on second Saturday for lots of vendors on hand. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start to finish lumberyard.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
You're watching Mustang football on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to Mustang Stadium as we are getting set to begin quarter number 2. 14-12, Albia. And the first play of the second quarter will be a 1st and 10 for Albia from their own 39. Chance to throw. Looking as he looks to his right, and there he goes. A coverage sack. That was Clayton Smith that dropped him. Back at the 32-yard line, a loss of 7.
And you are right. Yeah, that was a coverage sack there. He was looking downfield. He had a nice, solid pocket for quite a long time. A guy that wants to run it, but our pursuit kept him in the pocket. And then our trusty linebacker, that was senior Clayton Smith, I believe, on the tackle.
2nd and 17 from the 32-yard line for Albia. They raced out to a 14-0 lead. The Mustangs have rallied and have scored 12 unanswered. Big formation, tight formation. And there's a handoff to Wynn, dancing in the backfield, and gets decent yardage. Not back to the original line of scrimmage, but he gets tackled at around the 37 for a gain of 5.
Yeah, I believe that was Mater on the tackle that time, number 7. I'm not exactly sure where he was lined up there. Might have been playing outside linebacker, which I think is what they have him listed at this year. Last year, I think we saw him a lot at the safety position. But a guy that's not afraid to stick his nose there on the ball, every once in a while in defense as well.
3rd and 7, beg your pardon, 3rd and 12 from the 37. Davis County looking to get a 3rd down stop and get the ball back to their offense, down by 2. Play action. Chance rolling right, looking to throw. Pass is caught and knocked out of bounds. That was Flattery, short of the 1st down by a yard at the 48-yard line. That's tweener territory. You could go for it here if you're head coach Justin Huber.
I would anticipate they do. Every time they've ran the ball, they've had some success, a couple yards. They're going to measure this, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, they are going to measure it.
It looked pretty close. Again, a nice play design there out of the slot position. Chance found the open receiver and threw right at the sticks. So this is going to be close, and we had one of these earlier, if you remember, our way for the Mustangs.
Yep. They bring the chains all the way from the far side of the field. Flattery got knocked out on the near sideline. People running the chains, they're a bit too young. Used to seeing older people to be in the chain gang. They stretch the chain, and it is about half a yard short, maybe even less than that. So 4th down coming up for Albia at their own 48. Chance in his offense, not making any indication that they're going to go to the sideline. So this will be one of those big plays, Brad, maybe one of those turning points that you look at when this game is all said and done.
Yeah, if you're Albia, you're essentially getting a free timeout here, too, to really make sure you're on the same page when they bring those chain crew out. You're kind of excited to see that when you know you're probably going to be going for it. What you have to be careful of here is not be thinking so much run from Davis County that you forget to play deep, because we caught Centerville last week in a similar situation, 3rd and short, kind of getting lulled to sleep, went deep. That's what we're anticipating, so you have to be careful here in those situations.
I formation behind Chance, 4th and half a yard. Chance under center. Handoff is to Wynn. He has the 1st down across midfield to the 49, perhaps the 48-yard line. Regardless, got about 3 yards when he needed just half a yard, and that moves to 6.
We are tackling much better, so I'm happy to report that we are tackling much better. We made some adjustments on defense, putting our nose on the football as opposed to arms. A lot better defense being played right now by the Mustangs. So even though they got that 1st down there, again, much more solid defense than what we saw early in the first quarter.
Inside of 10 minutes left to go in the second quarter, Albia with the ball, up 14-2. They have a 1st and 10 at the Davis County 48. Handoff is to Fee, and he gets submarined. Stop short of the 45 to the 46, give him a gain of 2.
Yeah, and again, from the either outside linebacker or a safety position was Easton White coming in and submarining him. Again, he's not a real big guy, and that was a mismatch, but he did what he needed to do to bring him down, and a short gain on 1st down.
Fee actually going back to the sideline now. And Albia has a 2nd and 18. Good job by Albia, by the way. They overcame that sack, which put them at 2nd and 17. They were able to get the 1st down. And now they continue their drive with a 2nd and 8 from the Davis County 46.
Yeah, both teams really maintaining the balance. They're finding their rhythm now, and this is shaping up to be a good football game.
Chance to throw. Screen set up. That's Wynn on the far side, and he gets tackled at the 45-yard line. Just a gain of 1. Good pursuit by the Mustangs, as that was Glosser, among others, in on the stop.
Yeah, I think Mater got in there again from the outside linebacker position. Glosser, as you mentioned, good open field tackle. So, again, this is what you want to be in if you're a defense, is 3rd and medium to 3rd and long. You're doing your job.
One person's name we have not called, Blake Stewart. Nary a catch for the senior. And I'm trying to see if he is out there right now. He is. He is lined up in the slot on the right side, part of a 3 grouping to the right. Chance to throw on 3rd and 6. Fires over the middle. Now there's Stewart. He makes the catch at the 35 and stood up and dropped at about the 30-yard line. So there, Chance with his first catch, a 15-yarder and a first down for Albia.
And you had to mention it.
I probably jinxed it, to be honest with you.
A really nice route there by him, and actually a good play call because we blitzed the linebacker that was out on him from this side of the field, as we call it, who was typically there kind of giving him a shot and making the quarterback throw over. Well, that guy blitzed and left him wide open for a big gain. So good play call from Albia, coach, and a timely play call.
Albia started this drive on their own 27 towards the end of the first quarter. They now have it at the Davis County 30, and they have 1st and 10. I formation with Wynn as a tailback. He takes a handoff running straight ahead. Mustangs trying to strip the ball as he ran past, and White was able to take him down at the 25-yard line, a gain of 5 for Wynn.
Yeah, offensive line there that time had a nice push. I don't believe we even touched him until we tackled him after about a 4 or 5 yard game. So nice push by the Albia offensive line there, and I can see our guys are getting tired, so they're going to have to suck it up here as we start entering the red zone.
7:30 left to go in the second quarter. Albia 14, Davis County 12. Davis County has scored the last 12 in this game after Albia raced out to a 14-0 lead. 2nd and 5 from the 25. Chances in the pistol. Back to throw.
Wide open.
Fires over the middle, and that is wide open to Stewart, and he has a touchdown.
And I was just about to say it, and I didn't say it because I didn't want to jinx it, but I could tell that we had lost track of where he was at because we had nobody over top of him. Our safety was favoring either the twin side or the trip side, whatever we had on the far side of the field out of Albia. And that time we lost track of him, something that I think they're counting on, that they eventually are going to have his shots at it as we, out of that tight end position. It's easy to lose track of those guys when they haven't made a difference, and he's awake.
Yeah, that's he had a very quiet first quarter, but after getting his feet wet with the 15-yard catch, he now has 2 catches after that 25-yard touchdown reception. Fisher to add the extra point, and he missed it.
No good.
Wide to the left. And so our score, with 7:05 remaining in the second quarter, Albia 20, Davis County 12. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
First Iowa State Bank takes pride in this place we call home, and we strive to show our community support. The faces you see when visiting our branches are the faces you see across the table when discussing community projects, eating lunch in a local restaurant, or on the bleachers supporting our students. The way we serve looks different today. We are still working behind the scenes to support and care for our communities. We are eager to move forward with you and once again embrace all the things that make this place so special. First Iowa State Bank, proud to be your partners today, tomorrow, together. Member FDIC.
You're watching Mustang football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
.05 remaining in quarter number 2. A 25-yard touchdown pass from Blake Chance to Blake Stewart. An impressive 9-play, 73-yard drive. Took just a fraction of the first quarter clock off, but they also took the first, the first 5, make that 4:55 of the second quarter. And they now lead Davis County 20-12. And this looks like to be a repeat of last year's 59-49 game, Brad, so far.
Yeah, and we knew it was just a matter of time before 25 woke up, and we did a good job of covering him. That's why he wasn't a factor to this point. We're our attention has been brought other places, well, we've got to bring our attention back to him, because out of that tight end position, it's easy to lose him, and we lost him there on those last 2 series, both out of the slot and the tight end. But good routes, good offensive play calling by Albia, and we need to return the favor.
So Davis County trailed in this game 14-0. They scored the next 2 touchdowns to draw to within 14-12. And Albia, after scoring another touchdown but missing the extra point, now leading by 8. Fisher has the ball teed up, set to kick to Bish and Glosser. Keep in mind, as we continue through the second quarter, Davis County got the ball first, so Albia will get the kickoff to begin the second half. Fisher runs up and kicks it away. It comes down to Bish at the 7. Running left to the 15, to the 20. Nice cut up the middle to the 30. And he got tackled from behind by
nice,
Kilfoyle at the 32-yard line.
Real nice vision out of him there. He saw that tackler barreling down on him, put on the brakes, let him run right by. The guy went sliding by, and he got another 5 or 7 yards out of it. So very nice vision out of the sophomore on the return there.
1st and 10, Davis County from the 32-yard line. Carson Zittler has 2 touchdown passes of 78 and 44, both to Caden Glosser as he leads his Mustangs back out onto the field.
Yeah, and Mater's going to need some other guys to step up out of that receiving corps, because Glosser's doing his job. You know, we're a little banged up from other guys, but somebody's going to have to step up, because we're going to lose that balance. If not, they'll be able to shut Glosser down.
Mater is in the pistol. McCall is the running back behind him. Play action. Mater to the throw. Pocket breaks down, and he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he'll get taken down at the 31. A loss of 1 after the tackle by Nathaniel Wynn.
He had a nice solid pocket there for a little while, just, you know, took a little bit too long for those receivers. Good coverage deep, so more of a coverage sack there as the pocket collapsed. Gavin did his job, picked up the blitzing linebacker, just nobody open on that one, so good defense.
2nd and 11 for Davis County with the ball at the 31. This feels like a big drive for the Mustangs. You don't want to give it back to Albia after they finally got Blake Stewart going, their big receiver on the offensive end. Mater in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right with 1 to the left. Handoff is to McCall, running straight ahead. Spinning away from the umpire. Still on his feet at the 40. Now running to the far sideline. 45, 50. Puts his shoulder down as he gets inside the 45 to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and you said it. He ran into the field judge at one point, ran into his own guy at one point, ran through a couple arm tackles. Finally brought down on the big gain.
27 yards.
42-yard line. So good run there. And again, really nice play call out of the Mustangs.
A 27-yard run by McCall. And the new line of scrimmage is the Albia 43. 1st and 10, Davis County. 3 receivers to the left with 1 to the right. McCall stays in the game. He is behind Mater, who is in the pistol. Mater pointing out a potential blitzer. Takes a snap. He wants to throw. Looking over the middle. Guns it over the middle for Glosser. Nice catch at the 10. He leaped. It came down with the ball inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Another big play for Caden Glosser.
And another very nice ball by Mater there, and a good pocket. So we got to give a little bit of a credit to our offensive line there for securing the pocket, allowing him to step up. Good job by him stepping up and throwing with his feet underneath him. And there's Glosser again going up and getting the ball. What an athlete.
What an athlete indeed.
And you know, we mentioned this last week, and this is a question mark that we had a lot last year, is when, you know, Mater didn't have this time last year often. He had to do a lot of one-step drop. He had time on several of these passing plays, let him develop. And when they do, we're able to do good things with the ball.
1st and goal from the 8. Davis County trailing 20-12 with 4:45 remaining until halftime. And that looked like a broken play from the very beginning. And Mater would be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And looks like it is no gain to the 8. Second and goal coming up for Davis County.
I did see Zittler run in on the from the sideline here. Again, he's a little bit well, a step or two slow at least from what we see out of him normally, a little gimpy. But it is good to see him in the game as senior leadership, if nothing else.
Yeah, the loss of Reese really thinned their wide receiver core. Made her to throw, looking to the right side of the end zone, and the catch is made for the touchdown.
Is that Glosser again?
That was Caden Glosser.
8-yard touchdown pass.
Wow.
I tell you, give Caden Glosser the hat trick.
He not only is athletic, but he's running some really, really nice routes. I kind of watched him there, and I watched as he approached the defensive back, hit the brakes, break it to like a flag route, I call it, kind of back to the pylon in the end zone. But again, the ball right on the money where only he had a chance to go get it, made an athletic catch.
Glosser had a 33-yard catch in that drive as well. Davis County looks to go for 2, down by 2. Snap is to Smith. Goes in between the tackles, looking for the end zone, and he's got the 2-point conversion. Talk about the formation there, Brad, because they had 3 receivers to the right, 3 receivers to the left. So you had 5 guys in the middle, 3 down linemen, 2 guys in the backfield. Smith took the – so you're just trying to thin their numbers? Talk about that formation.
You're trying to confuse them with what you're trying to do because even though you're spreading them out, you're only allowed to have so many guys have to be on the line of scrimmage, so only so many guys are eligible. So what you're trying to do is just count on the fact that the defense is going to scramble to line up and lose who's eligible as a receiver and who's not. And they did the same thing last time with Gavin. The snap directly to him, and he just, I think, fumbled the ball, and we came up about a half a yard short. So really, when we would call those types of plays before, you're really just trying to confuse the defense and try for them to figure out who's eligible and who's not, and just count on the fact that they're not going to have enough guys to stop.
They tried to do that after a last touchdown, and they weren't successful.
Yes,
what was
they got close.
Yeah, I was going to say, what was the difference between the 2 plays in your opinion?
Well,
what made them successful the second time?
Gavin would have scored last time, but they stripped the ball out of his hands. So Albia made a point to, they stripped the ball out of his hands early. So you can tell even there they're trying to strip the ball, and that's a point of emphasis, as it appears to me, from the defense. So nothing really, just again, they're expecting it, but it's a different formation that you don't practice a lot for. We showed a little bit of it last week, so they probably saw it on film. So they were expecting either a swinging gate type formation where you line up in that and you swing over and into a traditional formation. But our kicking game on the extra point has been a little bit shaky. So I like the 2-point conversion call. Got close last time. Here we were able to convert.
That ties the score at 20 with 4 minutes straight up left to go in the second quarter. And Brad, we expected a good game, and that's exactly what we're getting.
We are, and it's a really solidly played football game. We're not seeing a lot of turnovers. I think we have the sole turnover to this point.
That's right.
Not a lot of penalties. We're almost to half already. We're 4 minutes until then, so it's a good, clean game. Nice, crisp weather tonight for a football game. Not a lot of wind. It just feels like football.
Glosser, beg your pardon, McCall in once again to kick this away for Davis County. Looks like that's Keller and Fee back to receive this kick for Albia. A high short pop that will go out of bounds, and there's a mistake by Davis County. Only their second penalty so far, Brad, but that's a kickoff out of bounds, and that gives Albia some free field position.
Yeah, and they're trying to kick it to a spot where, it gives our offense time to get down and recover it. I like the aggressiveness. I like the play call because we don't have the ability to kick it deep in the end zone. We just don't have that leg on our team. So, last week we saw the onside kick. We've seen a couple pooch kicks like that. We have some decent speed to go down and get those. That time just took a bounce sideways and went out of bounds.
The ball went out of bounds at the Albia 39. They bring in a fresh ball, and we'll see how far the official marches off this penalty. A 5-yard penalty to the 44 of Albia. So second penalty for Davis County. That has cost them 15 yards thus far. Last time Albia had the ball, Blake Chance hit Blake Stewart on a 25-yard touchdown to give them a 20-12 lead. We are now tied at 20 with 4 minutes left until intermission. Wynn getting the handoff, trying the left side of the offensive line, and he gets across the 45 to about the 43, give him a gain of 4.
I know you mentioned last week that they were pretty balanced. I'm seeing more of that double tight slot set than I didn't anticipate seeing that much from them. But they do have some talented running backs in the backfield. I just am surprised to see it as much as we're seeing it out of Albia.
Easton White made the tackle for Davis County on that last play. Albia taking their time, time is on their side. Plus, as I mentioned earlier in the quarter, they do get the ball back to begin the second half, so they could do a double dip here, score here, and then maybe score at the beginning of the third quarter. On 2nd and 6, the run for a win, and he has a first down as he tried once again the left side of the offensive line, found a crack, and got into Davis County territory to the 45-yard line for a gain of 7.
And again, you saw the big push by the offensive line, especially on that left side. Our guys were pushed back 4 yards by the time we were able to lay a hand on him. So their pad level is lower than ours. We're tired. We don't have maybe as much depth as what they do with some guys that are banged up at key places, but a good push by their left side of the offensive line because we didn't touch him until he passed that first down stick. So a good push by the Demon offensive line.
1st and 10 from the Davis County 44. 2 running backs are in the backfield with Chance, who is in the pistol. Handoff is to Fee, and he gets submarined at about the 40, just short of the 40, give him to the 41. Actually, looks like they'll give him the 40, so give him a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up for Albia.
Yeah, as we tick down inside 2 minutes and 20 seconds, here's kind of a gut check moment for your defense. Do everything you can to try to keep him out of the end zone because if you're the Blue Demons, you're going to have to take a strike here in a little bit because the clock is ticking down to 2 minutes. At this pace, they won't score.
2nd and 6 from the 40. Hand off to Wynn, running wide to the far side, I should say. And he has a first down, and he also gets out of bounds around the 30-yard line. Actually, I'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 for Wynn and a first down for Albia.
Yeah, and so here's where if I was coaching, I would say know where 25 is at because after out of bounds, reset the first down sticks, know where he's at because here's an opportunity that I would take if I was the offensive Albia to take a strike to him.
Albia has run 4 straight times on this drive, which began at their own 44-yard line. They now have a 1st and 10 at the Davis County 30.
And he is lined up in the left tight end spot on the far side of the field, Blake Stewart. But I think we took a timeout, a wise timeout,
Davis County did call timeout with 1:49 left.
Not saying they're going to come out in that same formation, but we saw what formation they were planning to come out in. Again, after the clock stopped with the out of bounds and the chains move, I would guess that they were planning to take a shot with him, but a smart timeout here by the coaching staff for the Mustangs to regroup.
20-20 is our score with 1:49 remaining in the second quarter. Davis County 1-0 on the season, looking to go 2-0. Albia fighting like heck to avoid going 0-2 on the new year.
So Gloucester, 3 touchdowns last week, 3 touchdowns this week. I don't know if there's a lot of guys that can say that around the area, or let alone maybe even wider than that.
He is having himself a special season so far.
Yes, he is. I'd like to keep that going. And that we have other receiving core guys that are banged up that are going to be coming back to add that versatility to the offense. So some exciting things coming if we can hang on with a banged up lineup tonight.
1:49 remaining until halftime. And Davis County's defense, struts back out to the field. See Carson Zittler. Looks like he's trotting back out. He's been in and out.
Yeah, he has been. He's been playing some safety for us. I saw him make a tackle earlier on a big run after Albia gashed the secondary.
2 receivers to the right side. Chance, the tight end, is lined up tight to the left. Chance is in the shotgun. Handoff is to Fee. Spinning inside the 25 to about the 27. Kind of pinballed his way to the 23-yard line. A gain of 7 for Fee.
Yeah, they're sticking with the run game, and it's working. They're getting big chunks of yards every time they're running the ball. They're wearing our guys down, but they're fighting the clock right now.
1:24 remaining in the second quarter. Davis County and Albia tied at 20. 2nd and 3 from the 23. Wynn running left inside the 20 to the 17. Another first down for Albia after a gain of 6. And they seem content. It seems like Davis County is content to let them run, and Albia is just taking what the defense gives them.
Yeah, and it's working. They're getting not just little 1-2 yard gains, they're getting big gains. I did see Carson Mader come sprinting back into the game, I believe, on the last play, right before the last play snapped off, so put him back at linebacker.
Under a minute left to go now until halftime. First and 10 Albia. Ball at the Davis County 17. Wide receiver to each side for the Blue Demons. Handoff again. Fee. Flag is down. It was thrown by both the umpire and the referee.
Yes, the lineman tackled our guy.
That was pretty blatant.
Yeah, good tackle. Just wrong side of the ball.
And that is Albia's first penalty of the game, and a costly one. They looked like they were driving. I was going to see who was going to blink first. Was Albia going to put it up in the air first, or was Davis County going to try to or stay in their current defense and force Albia to run the ball? Looks like this penalty may have forced Albia's hand, as they'll probably put it up in the air with 43 seconds left, and now they have a first and 20 from the 28.
Yeah, here's that power set again. So they're double tight slot, and Blake Chance, 25, is on the right. So, again, got to know where he's at, and our safety sees him right now.
Play action. Chance to throw. Pressure coming as he rolls to his left, and he fumbled the ball, picks it up, and he gets taken down at about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, he's very fortunate to come up with that one because he got it knocked out. He tried to pick it back up and recover. Clayton Smith was barreling down on him. So he's very, very fortunate to live to play another down on that one. Good job by the defense.
Yeah, Chance
was
scrambling. Chance wasn't very secure with the ball, and the defense really took advantage of that.
Yeah, and it's tough when you're that athletic. You always feel like you can do something with the ball, and when you don't have a good grip on it, sometimes you make those really good athletes make some questionable decisions, but fortunate there that he's able to come up with that if you're a Blue Demon.
Yeah, it's a loss of 5. Back to the 33-yard line. Albia has called timeout with 19 seconds remaining until intermission. And they have a second and 29 from the 33. Brett, I might be tempted just to take a knee here.
Well, I think if you have the ability to stretch the field like they do with Albia, and the firepower, I would say if you were on that side of the 50, yes.
Yeah.
Here, they called a timeout, or I'm assuming they called a timeout. Somebody called a timeout. I'm assuming it was the Blue Demons there to talk about that. I would be surprised if they take a knee, but you are kind of backpedaling, so maybe that would be the wise thing to do. I wouldn't if I was a coach. I'm a little more aggressive, but you could.
Yeah, Blake Stewart. So.
yeah, and
not to mention Nathaniel Wynn's having a big half as well.
And they have the ability to stretch the field, and they've had some big plays, so we'll see.
Trips to the right, one to the left. Chance rolling right on second and 29. Fires to the near numbers. Pass is caught by Stewart, who immediately calls timeout at the 20 with 11 seconds left.
Yeah, and so then just like that, you're back on your heels, and now you're back on the gas pedal. So that's got to be their last timeout, if I'm not mistaken. But we're down to 11 seconds left. So that must have been us that called that last timeout.
Yeah, I thought Albia called it, but I guess it was the Mustangs that called it.
It must have been us, thinking maybe we'd have a chance maybe get the ball back one more time or just allow us to regroup. But worked in their favor because they set up a good play and gave themselves a third and manageable here.
The way Chance has been, you don't really see him. He hasn't really done the traditional drop. He's been improvising.
Mm-hmm.
And when you improvise, you run time off the clock. This may be the last play of the half.
Yeah, and you're talking to your kids that if you don't convert this year, you got to be ready to probably, like you see in the pros of the college, to be ready to get your field goal team. That'll be hard to do, to run any kind of play unless you can just run a shot to the sidelines where you can get out of bounds immediately, or an incomplete pass to then set up your fourth down field goal team. Decent leg by the Albia kicker, so I think that's a possibility. Be a decent poke from here, but something the coaches, I'm sure, are thinking about at least to try to salvage some points out of a good drive.
3rd and 13 from the 20 with 11 seconds left after the Albia timeout.
Yeah, and their two best receivers are on the short side of the field, so I would expect something over here towards the sideline out of their receivers.
Chance to throw. Flag is down as he throws deep for the end zone. Tipped away. Nice play by Cohen, tipping it away from Stewart in the end zone, but a flag is down in the backfield, and I do believe that is holding. That will be called on Albia, and it is.
Yeah, and that was really nice job by the safety back there. He just kept backpedaling. He obviously knew where number 25 was at the entire time.
Stewart,
yep, knew where he was at and made a good play on the ball, but holding nonetheless going to bring it back. Although they could decline it, I suppose.
Well, take him back. There's 3 seconds left. And that's what head coach Scott Murdoch decides to do. They accept the penalty. So the ball is at the 32. From here, it'd be about a 49-yard field goal.
Yeah, I don't think you'll see that now. I think they had a chance at it when they were on the 20 here.
So this should be the last play of the half with 3 seconds left. Ball at the 32. Trips to the left with one to the right. Chance takes a snap. Heaves it deep for the 5-yard line. Tipped away and incomplete.
Really, really nice job by the defense.
Yeah, that looked like that was Easton White.
Easton White again. Called his name a lot tonight. Just good awareness. Played center field, backed him up. Good defensive play to end the half.
So our score at halftime, Davis County 20, Albia 20. So we'll take a break as we head to halftime as evenly matched game, and we'll be back in 4 minutes on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
First Iowa State Bank takes pride in this place we call home, and we strive to show our community support. The faces you see when visiting our branches are the faces you see across the table when discussing community projects, eating lunch in a local restaurant, or on the bleachers supporting our students. The way we serve looks different today. We are still working behind the scenes to support and care for our communities. We are eager to move forward with you and once again embrace all the things that make this place so special. First Iowa State Bank. Proud to be your partners today, tomorrow, together. Member FDIC.
Are you installing a new septic system? The man to call is Jody at Geotech Sand and Stone. They have state-certified septic sand, as well as top-quality black dirt, fill sand, and washed gravel for landscaping. They also have large rocks to add to your landscaping. Geotech Sand and Stone has very competitive prices. Stop out and get a load, or have one of their contractors haul it for you. Call Jody today for more information at 799-1235. That's 799-1235. Geotech Sand and Stone, 3 miles west of Eldon on River Road.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out and stay together. Upgrade your ride for as little as $5 a day. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
This is Chris Myrtle at Hamilton Produce. We have what you need to keep everything on your farm or in the shop in working order, including a full line of cattle chutes and calving equipment. We are also your best source for the most competitive prices on LP gas. Check out our full line of Carhartt clothing and dry shod boots. And did we mention we now carry Orca coolers as well? Hamilton Produce, your one-stop shop for all your farm and hardware needs. Just off the square in Bloomfield or on the old Brick Plant Road in Ottumwa.
Do you need a fence built? Call Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield and save yourself some blood, sweat, and tears. Skylar can build whatever kind of fence you need, from barbed wire, woven, continuous, and custom welding. Check out the Hopkins Fencing Facebook page for lots of pictures of the quality fencing jobs he has done. Call Skylar at Hopkins Fencing in Bloomfield today to get on his fall building list, as it will fill up fast. You can find his number on Facebook or call 641-208-6310.
The busy farming season is here, and Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom applications. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care From your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy, comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
You're watching Mustang football on the Tumblr Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back to Mustang Stadium. Week 2 action between 1-0 Davis County and 0-1 Albia, and it is a 20-20 ball game. Albia raced out to a 14-0 lead. Davis County rallied, and just tons of big plays. All right, we'll go over the stats in a little bit, but I just want to tell you the big plays we've seen in this game. A 49-yard run, a 48-yard pass, a 25-yard. Actually, you know, we'll keep out the 25 going. Those are little plays in this game. So a 49-yard run, a 48-yard pass for Albia. And for Davis County, they have a 78-yard touchdown pass, a 44-yard touchdown pass, as well as a 33-yard pass. So 5 explosive plays, 6 if you want to count that 25-yard touchdown pass from Blake Chance to Blake Stewart. Let's start with Davis County and the adversity that they faced to begin this game. They took the ball to begin the game, and they fumbled around midfield, their first turnover of the season. And it seemed right after that, I mean, the play right after, Nathaniel Wynn scores on a 49-yard touchdown run. Before people know what even happened, it's 7-0 Albia.
Yeah, we were back on our heels. We hadn't been in that spot last week at all. We didn't turn the ball over at all. And some questionable tackling. We were kind of slow to wake up a little bit despite the powerlifting before the game. It didn't quite wake us up. Took us a little bit, but we woke up.
Yeah. Davis County got the ball back. They went 3 and outs. Actually, they got a first down, and then they had the punt. Albia went on another long drive down the field. This time it was a 74-yard touchdown drive, ending with a 2-yard touchdown pass from Chance to Flattery. Extra point good, 14-0. And so Davis County, as you said, were on their heels. So they needed a big play, and it turned out that they went to Caden Glosser, who had a huge game last week. He had a huge first half. And probably the turning point of this half was when they got the ball down 14-0. One play was a run, and then Mater hits Glosser on a 78-yard touchdown pass, and it seemed like Davis County seemed to click after that. Yeah, and we needed that strike to kind of keep, again, that Albia defense, who was kind of stacking a lot of guys in there, playing a solid 4-4, so really getting nosy on that run. We needed something to keep them honest, keep them, those linebackers maybe a step or two slow, and then that brought that balance that we needed because we were able to get some run plays going. But, again, we called his name a lot. Mater putting the ball right on the money, Glosser catching the ball. Albia went 3 and out. Davis County said thank you very much. Got the ball back, and Mater hit Glosser again, this time a 44-yard touchdown pass. The 2-point conversion was no good after they missed the extra point on the first touchdown. So it was 14-12, but you could see Davis County was starting to fight their way back and get their legs in this game. Yeah, and again, we were a little banged up in our receiving crew. Yeah. You have to have that ability to stretch the ball, or I'll be able to sit down in the box and let you dink out 2-yard runs every time and make you punt. So again, a good job by our offensive play calls. I mentioned it as we were calling it. Some creative plays, some wrinkles in the offense that Albia had not seen, some shifting, some guys doing some different things, and then, again, all that shifting was able to get Caden in some one-on-one matchups, which we were able to take advantage of. Albia, and I think I take the blame for this, they got the ball at the beginning of the end of the first quarter. Going into the beginning of the second quarter, they went on a long drive, and I swear, as soon as I mentioned that Blake Stewart went without a catch, he caught a 15-yarder for a first down, and then the very next play, he catches a 25-yard touchdown. You can send your hate mail my way, folks. That was on me. But Blake Stewart finally felt like he was in this game. What did Davis County do to take Blake Stewart away, and how was he able to get loose on those 2 plays on that touchdown drive? Well, we were aware of where he was at, and when again just. You knew it was just a matter of time before he woke up. He's one of their biggest offensive play producers. So it was just a matter of time. He's a big target. He's a senior. He knows what to do with the football after the catch. We were aware of where he was at, and when he wasn't having any production, we were blitzing guys. And I could tell that play that you just
said that he wasn't making much of a difference. It was that next play, boom, big play, then he scored the touchdown. I could tell that our linebacker was not aware where he was at, and he ran right down the field wide open. So we adjusted later and shut him back down, but we just knew it was a matter of time before he was a factor, and he was there on that drive.
Extra point was no good, so Albia led 20-12. Davis County got the ball back at their own 32, and Mater found his favorite target, Caden Glosser, for a 33-yard catch. There's a 27-yard run by McCall in that drive as well. And then from 8 yards out, somehow Glosser got lost in the Albia defense, and Mater was able to find him in the right corner of the end zone.
Yeah, and again, they're playing that 4-4, so even though it's a cover 3, it becomes one-on-one. Anything past about 7-8 yards, it's a one-on-one matchup. And Glosser's athletic. Mater and he spent a lot of time working on the rhythm, working on the timing of those routes. And not only are they athletic, but they're perfectly timed on their routes. And Mater throwing some beautiful balls where only Glosser can go get it. 2 weeks in a row now.
Yeah. 2-point conversion was good, and that is where we are now, tied at 20. Let's go over the numbers. Albia with 122 yards rushing, unofficial, of course, because I'm the one keeping the stats. Albia with 116 yards passing, a total of 238 yards total. And for Davis County, 77 on the ground, 169 through the air for 246. So 238 for Albia, 246 for Davis County. Every bit as even as we said it would be. 20-20 is our score. The only turnover of the game was a fumble by Davis County on the opening drive. Otherwise, it's, one team is going to have to beat the other. I don't think one team's going to give this one away.
No, I was a little bit nervous as they came out and they struck quickly and struck first and second. They put us down 14-0. We were a little bit slow waking up, but we did, and we've responded, and we found our balance. Guys are executing. We had the turnover, not a lot of penalties by us. A few more penalties by Albia, which helped slow down some of their drives. But really a pretty clean game, fast first half, and essentially here we are, we're 0-0 second half.
Talk about the second half, and it took a little while for Davis County to get their footing in this game, but they finally have. Obviously, Carson Mater to Caden Glosser has been a big connection in that first half. You mentioned a few times that some other receivers will have to step up. Who do you have in mind, really, to maybe step forward and maybe take some relief off of Caden Glosser, who's pretty much been carrying the team from the receiving standpoint?
Yeah, I said it to begin the game. It's really going to have to be the run game. They have the ability out of the tailback position, out of the backfield, to break away once they get out in the open. I think Smith has that kind of breakaway speed. He just hasn't been there yet. Gavin's more of a power back, so he doesn't have quite that next gear breakaway speed. Nothing against him. He's just not that lightning speed guy. He's more of a power back. So it's going to have to be that run game to me. We are short and banged up a little bit in the secondary, in our receiving core. So the secondary has seen what we had to throw at them. First half, it's going to have to be that run game that we're going to have to establish. And when our guys get out in the open, we've got to convert like they have the ability to do when they get out in the open. I believe is that Chaz Fee for them has that kind of breakaway speed at the next level to break away from our secondary. I don't know if we have that. I'd like to see if Smith can when he gets out in the open.
I think a key point of right before halftime is Davis County's defense holding up because Albia was starting to drive. They got to, I believe they got to the 20 before a penalty or two took them back. But good job by the Davis County defense holding Albia scoreless at the end of that half just to keep this game a 20-20 tie because Albia does get the ball to begin the half.
Yeah, that was kind of a grind. They had some penalties there as our guys were winning some of those matchups. You get lazy, you hold, and they had a couple holding calls to set them back. But good defense, a good job of locating their key receivers, shutting them down. Blake Stewart, which he woke up there late first quarter, early second quarter. He's going to be a factor, so we got to know where he's at. Yeah. He's got not only the breakaway speed, he has the size, he has the hands, so we have to continue to limit his production. And if we can get our run game going just even a little bit, improve from first half, I think we're going to be in good shape here second half.
We will take a 3-minute timeout. When we come back, the second half between Davis County and Albia. Don't go anywhere. This should be a good one. 20-20 is our score here at Mustang Stadium. You're watching Davis County football on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Your best choice for groceries is Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family. They are proud to offer Best Choice branded items. While you're here, check out the awesome selection in their meat department and make sure and find something for your sweet tooth in the bakery. Don't forget to check them out on Facebook or visit their website at shopbrothersmarket.com. Stop in and see them today at Brothers Market in Bloomfield, where they treat you like family.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs! Go Mustangs!
The Davis County Mustangs would like to thank the community for their continued support.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out and stay together. Upgrade your ride for as little as $5 a day. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. Attention Southern Iowa, do you need a better night's sleep? Maybe it's time to get a new mattress. Dixon's Mattress Outlet in Bloomfield has the most competitive prices on new mattresses in all different sizes. Darren sells camper mattresses, commercial bedding, rollaways, special order sizes, bed frames, and mattress protectors. Call Darren today and he'll meet you at the warehouse. Dixon's Mattress Outlet, 641-664-3060. That's 664-3060. The busy farming season is here, and Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom applications. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrien Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
You're watching Mustang football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Who won't stop us now? Who won't stop us now? Who won't stop us now?
Davis County, Albia, tied at 20. And in a way, Brad, if this were a regular season, this would be a bigger game than I guess, or the stakes would be a little bit higher. Davis County could go 2-0. Obviously, you want to keep building momentum, try to get into the playoffs. Now with everybody in the playoffs now, it kind of takes away the urgency of the game a little bit, but you can still see these two teams are really going at it.
And, you know, we mentioned last week that we really took a lot for granted. You know, sports-wise, I know I missed it a lot. I'm sure you did as well. Missed calling it, missed watching it. So, again, there's a lot to be fortunate for that we're able to play this game tonight in perfect conditions. And these two teams who are big rivals, I'm sure are not taking it for granted because there's nothing guaranteed week to week, you know, with the virus still hanging out there and pretty prevalent in a lot of communities in Iowa right now. Not to mention some communities that were severely damaged a couple weeks ago by that severe storm system that went through up north. So, again, a lot of things that we take for granted in a normal year, and football, for me, is not going to be one of those things anytime soon.
Yeah. The year goes by so quickly, Brad, so you want to enjoy it while it lasts. And, I mean, we're in week 2, but blink our eyes, we'll be in week 7, and then the regular season will be coming to an end. So.
Yeah, and it doesn't seem like it was all that long ago. We were in Albia calling this game, you know, with Coach Ken Anderson in his first year coaching there in a barn burner, a triple overtime game. So, yeah, time does go fast. We, you know, really, as a player myself, I loved these nights and the great memories playing Friday Night Football under the lights, and I know these kids are going to take every second of it and savor it.
Yeah, you only get a handful of these games. It's not like basketball or baseball where you play, you know, 20, 30 games a season. You only get a handful of games each season, and that's why you sweat. That's why you deal with all those two-a-days.
Yep. All the off-season work, which, again, I can definitely tell a lot of our guys put in, so credit to them. You know, 2 years ago, we were just saying they were freshmen. They were just a lot of them still contributing at a high level as freshmen. Here they are as juniors, getting good production out of them, and it's fun to see the development.
Okay, this is interesting. Why is Davis County receiving the kick when they received it in the first half? Thought for sure Albia would be receiving the ball, but as
they must have won the toss and chose to go on defense first.
I guess they did. And so Albia is going to kick this one off. Fisher.
So giving us another possession. That's likely a mental mistake.
Fisher set to kick this one away as we are set to begin the second half of a 2020 game. It bounces and Bish grabs it at the 13, running to the 25. Now back into the middle, the 30.
Wow,
nice
juke
from a couple
move
of
there.
tackles at the 30 and a lot of sideways running, but he finally goes down at maybe the 33 or 34-yard line, and he is slow getting up.
Appears to have injured his leg.
Yeah, Tayden Bish, a sophomore, gets up and looks like he's limping his way to the sideline.
Yep. Good vision, good awareness by him, but you're right. Maybe a few too many moves there. Sometimes it's just better to put your nose in and try to get what you can going north and south. Good athletic moves, good vision, good jukes, but he is injured now on the sideline, so hopefully nothing too serious.
1st and 10 for Davis County. Ball at their own 33-yard line. Carson Mader has 3 touchdown passes in this game, all to Caden Glosser. He is under center. 3 backs are behind him, so a big formation for the Mustangs. Handoff is to McCall. Stutter steps. Now swings it out to the near side. A nice stiff arm by McCall as he gets taken down at the 49-yard line. Gavin McCall with an 18-yard gain and a first down, giving the stiff arm to Chris Kilfoyle.
Yeah, and you know what else he did there, too? When he was getting ready to take the hit that was going to eventually bring him down, he put 2 arms on the football. He's fumbled the ball twice. One time the Blue Demons took advantage of. That time I could see, as he is a smart player and an experienced player, learned from his mistakes, covered the ball up, and took good care of it there on an awesome job there. Power football out of the Mustangs.
1st and 10 from the 49. Play action. Carson Mader to throw. Wide open is Zittler. Going to the near far sideline. At the 20. At the 10. Touchdown, Mustangs. Carson to Carson connection. 49 yards. Davis County has their first lead of the game.
Wow, and again, what a beautiful play design by the coaching staff there, because again, they were out of the power set, what we started the game out of, that actually tackle over tight end, so it looked like power football. They bid on it. Mader sprinting out to his left. Again, he's got a 2-way go, but he likes throwing that football, and he did there with a lot of touch.
Oof, and you mentioned it. Somebody in the wide receiver corps had to step up besides Caden Glosser. In comes senior Carson Zittler with his first catch of the season.
And that's got to feel good for him because, again, he's hobbled. He's not 100%. He knows it. Good job by the Mustang play calling there. Good
receivers
execution.
to each side for the 2-point conversion. McCall will receive the snap, runs left. A flag is down, and McCall tries to fight his way to the goal line, but he is stopped short.
And they're going to get to do this again. They're going to get to do this again.
Lined up offside?
They had too many guys on the field, weren't able to get off, so we're going to get to do that one again.
We will see what the official call is by referee Marvin Boyer. And, yeah, Boyer is pointing towards Albia, and they'll mark this one half the distance to the goal. How about Davis County just completely not even settling for the extra point? They're just like, okay, we're just going to line guys up and go for 2 from here on out.
Yeah, I'm still kind of just in awe at that play design because it really was just a perfect play setup. You kind of, again, lull them to sleep, for lack of a better word, and they bit, and Zittler was over top wide open, but just perfect touch. He hit him in stride. That's what was most impressive is that Mader's really worked on that rolling to his left, which is hard. You're kind of rolling against the grain. Perfect touch. Great job by Mader.
Glosser, Smith, and McCall are the running backs. Smith gets the handoff, running straight ahead, fighting for the goal line. He stops short. Good stop by C.J. Flattery and the rest of the Albia defense to stop Smith short of the goal line. Our score with 11:13 remaining in the third quarter. Davis County, their first lead of the game, 26-20 over Albia. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Jacob Keller and Chaz Fee are back to receive this kick for Davis County, and Mustangs have their first lead of the game, 26-20 with 11:13 remaining in quarter number 3.
Yeah, and Ellis, that won't go down as a turnover, but essentially the coin flip early in the game to kick the game off with was a turnover because we got an extra possession and we converted. Albia did the same to us first half, so net 0 there by the two teams balancing each other out with those extra possessions.
McCall with the kick, his best kick of the night. Fee grabbed it, and he fumbled it out of bounds at the 17-yard line. That was drifting toward the sideline. You could see the indecisiveness by Fee, whether to let it bounce and go out of bounds or snag it. I think he made the right choice to try to catch it, but he just couldn't catch it cleanly.
Yeah, I would agree with you because that's kind of that gray area that, depending on where the ball would have bounced, could have easily have bounced back into the field of play.
Yeah. So Albia comes out, trailing for the first time tonight, 26-20, with 11:10 remaining in the third quarter. Blake Chance has 2 touchdown passes in this game. He lines up under center. Wynn is the deep tailback. He has a 49-yard touchdown run in this game as well. He takes the handoff as he tries to run left, and a good stout stop by both Mader and White at about the 21. Actually, he stopped just short of the 21. Give him a gain of 3 to the 20. And 2nd and 7 coming up for Albia. Wynn, by the way, has 110 rushing yards in this game.
49 of which I believe were the first play of the game.
Absolutely.
Yep, his first touch of the game. So we've shored things up a little bit since then. They've had some success there late in the second half. Penalties got them, so that's something that could play out here in the second half.
2 receivers each side on 2nd and 6. A quick throw by Chance, and it's caught by Stewart, and he gets ankle tackled at about the 26. Maybe a yard shy of the first down. Actually, no, they'll make the line of scrimmage to 27, and I believe we'll have another measurement. Yep. Clock is stopped with 10:04. Actually, 10:03. An extra second ticked off. Left to go in the third quarter. Davis County 26, Albia 20, and we will have a measurement coming up to see if Chance was able to hit Stewart for a first down. And it is just short.
Albia, again, sticking with the power football formation, double tight slot, really trying to establish the run game to open up the pass game. Again, kind of the same recipe that they used the first quarter here, doing the same thing in the second half.
3rd and inches for Albia, and the way they've run the ball today, they're very comfortable just handing it off to either Wynn or Fee to grab this first down. Wynn is the tailback for the Blue Demons. He takes a handoff, running right. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage at the 25. A loss of 2.
I believe that was a combination of Caden Culbertson again and linebacker Smith on that one. I think Culbertson got his hands on it first, and then Smith, Senior Smith out of linebacker position, kind of came in and cleaned him up, so great job.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Yeah, and a healthy Zittler would have been there. Again, timing route, they practiced that all summer. Zittler just about a half or 2 steps slow from his normal self as he's nursing that calf injury. But I'm really happy to see him out there. He's contributing, and, his senior leadership from his experience has got to be paying big dividends.
Carson Mader has 4 touchdown passes in this game. And Davis County has a 26-20 lead over Albia with 8:55 remaining in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff is to McCall, running straight ahead. Big hole up to the 35, the 30, up the near seam, and down at the 20-yard line. A 24-yard run for Gavin McCall and a first down for Davis County.
And beautiful balance here out of the Mustangs. Again, we just missed another strike deep to Zittler, just missed by a half a step. So we're getting guys open. You're starting to see that balance come. We said the halftime show when we were talking that we needed to see the run game. Yep. It is rearing its head here. Mm-hmm. So we're seeing great balance out of the Mustangs and good production offensive. The only guy that was in the area, so good job by him in the open field to bring down Smith.
Second and 5 from the 15. 3 backs behind Mater, who is under center. McCall gets the handoff. He gets hit immediately, still on his feet, and they whistle to play dead. McCall did not go down, but they ruled that his forward progress was stopped. Good surge by the Albia defensive line. That's a loss of 3 back to the 18.
Call off the 3 on the play. 3rd and 9. 3rd and 8 for the Mustangs.
So a big third down here. 3rd and 8 for Davis County. As we've seen over the past 1.5 games, Brad, not much of a kicking game to speak of, so you know Davis County has 2 downs to work with.
Right, and you know that's coaches start thinking that too. 2 plays here to get a first down. Mater
On
rolls
3rd
out
and
to his
8,
right.
it is will look like a run/pass, and a nice catch along the sidelines by Zittler inside the 5 to the 2. A gain of 16, first down for Davis County. Zittler somehow kept a foot in bounds.
He looks pretty sharp for having a banged-up calf injury. I look forward to seeing him when he's 100%. If this isn't his 100%, he could be scary later in the season.
Zittler has a 49-yard touchdown pass earlier in this quarter. And with that 16-yard catch from Mater, Davis County in business. First and goal from the 2. 6:53 left to go in the third quarter. Davis County 26, Albia 20.
And Mater, again, just putting the ball right on the spot. You know, he is not overthrowing. He's not missing his targets. Great job by him.
Handoff is to Smith, running straight ahead, fighting for the goal line. One last surge forward, and he stopped just inside the 1. A gain of 2. Make that 1-yard gain for Smith. And second and goal coming up from the 1. That was a tough yard by Smith. Mater coming to the sideline, and head coach Scott Murdoch will give him the play verbally.
You got to hurry here a little bit. We had a couple of delay game calls last week against us. So we don't need that here in this big spot with about a foot keeping us out of the end zone right now.
Can Davis County extend their lead? Smith is a deep back. Mater, quarterback sneak, I should say, and it's a touchdown for the Mustangs. A QB sneak for Mater. And Davis County extends their lead to 32-20 with the 2-point conversion coming up.
Seeing really, really nice football out of the Mustangs. Just methodical, balanced, purposeful, good play calling, just taking their time, hitting our spots in the receiving routes. Just a lot of composure out of these Mustangs. It's very, very nice to see these guys mature and make these big plays in big spots.
Now for the 2-point conversion, the snap. And, that was a tough-looking tackle, but he was kept out of the end zone. That was Easton White, it looked like, that got ripped down just short of the end zone.
Yeah, good clean tackle, just a bigger player on a smaller player there. You know, different body mass sizes, and Easton White took the brunt of that one. Just smaller in stature. Good speed, but that time good play by the
5:59 left to go in the third quarter. Davis County now up on Albia, 32-20. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Milo Wells, your pharmacist and owner at Wells Hometown Drug in Bloomfield. When you need prescriptions, stop in and let our team take care of you. If you're on a current customer, I challenge you to ask a friend or neighbor that comes to our pharmacy if they are satisfied with the professionalism and small-town customer service we pride ourselves on. We provide a higher level of pharmacy care with the same copays as other pharmacies in the area. Let us sync your medications to help save you time with once-a-month pickup at Wells Hometown Drug next to CarQuest in Bloomfield.
You're watching Mustang football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
59 left to go in the third quarter. A 1-yard run by Carson Mater has given Davis County a 32-20 lead. How about this game for Mater? 4 touchdown passes and now a touchdown run. So he definitely has stepped up. The junior quarterback growing before our very eyes.
He is, and for all those great passing plays that Caden's made, the ball has been right there on the spot for him to get that. So good leadership out of these juniors and seniors who are stepping up. Zittler as well.
Keller and Fee back to receive the kick. McCall with the kick. A high spinner comes down to Fee at the 25. Running up the near numbers to the 35 and to the 40. Gets pounded down by Culbertson, among others. And Albia will take possession for the second time this half. They went 3 and out in the first drive. A big stop by Culbertson on 3rd and 1 to really force them to punt, and then Davis County was able to extend their lead. The line of scrimmage will be the Albia 40.
We've got an injured player, looks like on the 30-yard line after the kickoff.
Yeah, that is a Mustang that is on the ground at the 30.
Looked to me like he was holding his lower back or maybe a hamstring or something after he took a big hit. I wasn't exactly sure what happened, but trainer right now working out the leg injury.
I heard one of the coaches up here said that might be Easton White.
Okay.
Who's been a very valuable part of Davis County's effort today.
He is, and he took a big hit on the 2-point conversion try, I believe, on the last.
Yeah, his leg kind of bent weird on that tackle, too.
He did. He's kind of got thrown backwards and right at the goal line, so was already maybe nursing an injury, but here he is down on the ground at the 30-yard line. But, again, it's just nice to see good, clean football out of both teams. You know, this is a just action-packed game, tale of 2 quarters, tale of 2 halves for sure now, too. Not a lot of penalties, not a lot of turnovers, just good, clean power football out of both teams. And Easton's limping to the sideline now, able to carry his own weight, which is good to see.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of pain, though.
Yeah, he's walking off on his own, which is good. So Zittler's playing a lot more here in the second half, and like I said, he has made his presence felt. Now he and the rest of the Mustang defense will look to slow down Blake Chance. They forced him to a 3-and-out the last time. Now Albia trailing 32-20 with 5:53 left to go in the third quarter. They take over on their own 40.
Yeah, and it's interesting also how much we're seeing Mater at the linebacker position. You know, your quarterback, the key on your offense here at the linebacker position, blitzing
Chance
as we speak.
With the straight drop, fires deep to the near numbers. It's caught and taken down at the 24-yard line. That was Liam Winfield on the catch.
Got tangled up there a little bit in the secondary. Our secondary guys saw where the ball was at, but one of our defensive backs got tangled up with another receiver and kind of a jump ball situation, which Albia was able to come down with. So not a real pretty route. They had 2 players kind of right in the same zone, but they went up and got it in a big gain on first down.
That was a 32-yard pass from Chance to Winfield. Now I formation behind Chance. Handoff is to Nathaniel Wynn. He gets tackled by his legs. That was Zittler, who tackled him as he ran by, it seemed like.
Yeah, it almost caught him in the air,
right.
You know, as he was trying to leap over him.
Right.
Zittler, good awareness there. Kind of hog-tied him and brought him down in midair.
Wynn down at the 17, tackled by actually a gain of 6 to make it 2nd and 4 from the 17. 4:56 left to go in the third quarter. Albia trailing Davis County 32-20, and it's a 2nd and 4 from the 17 of Davis County.
And it had been a while since we've seen a big pass play out of them, so they're kind of establishing themselves, showing good balance there.
Wynn and Stewart are lined up to the right. Winfield and Heffron are to the left. Chance rolls right, looking to throw, fires back over the middle, intercepted! They tell you never to throw late over the middle, and there, Chance turns it over for the first time for Davis County. That was Easton White. Bigger pardon, that was Alex Lynch on the interception.
Yeah, you're right, Ellison. He was rolling out, so he's rolling out to his right, kind of threw back across the momentum of his body back towards the middle of the field, had 2 defensive backs over there. He had a receiver in the area, but Alex Lynch, senior, with a good play there. So, you know, last week we saw Dawson Townsend make an interception, a junior, guy that we didn't see last year. Alex Lynch didn't play last year, senior, back there in the secondary, getting contributions from guys that, you know, we need to and help out some of our other guys who've been contributing all night.
Davis County takes over on their own 2. The give to Smith, fighting his way across the 5 to the 6. Good, tough run there by Smith. A gain of, beg your pardon, that was McCall on the carry. Beg your pardon. That's a gain of 5 for McCall.
Yeah, and you can really see Albia, a point of emphasis for them is trying to strip the ball. So we really have to mind ball security here when we're backed up. Good gain on first down there to get us from, you know, backed up against our end zone. But got to take care of the ball. They're definitely stripping at the ball. And here's a timeout.
Timeout called by.
Looks like the official. This might be just a water break again.
I wonder how long into the season they'll do with these water breaks, Brad, because it's much cooler today than it was back in week 1.
Yeah, and the officials get points of emphasis from the state. They kind of get notes throughout the week on things to be considering this week. After last week, probably had a report coming in on some heat illness, some heat-related injuries on things. So probably a point of emphasis from the state this week to make sure they build in more water breaks. Although we had a few last week, but a much different night, much better conditions here. Beautiful conditions. You could really not ask for any better football conditions than we have here at Mustang Stadium.
3:57 remains in the third quarter. Davis County with a 32-20 lead over Albia. We were tied at 20 at halftime, and Davis County has scored twice. They took the opening kickoff of the half, and in 2 plays, they scored on a 49-yard touchdown pass from Carson Mater to Carson Zittler. Then after forcing an Albia 3-and-out, they drove back down to the field, and Mater punched it in from a yard out. Carson Mater, 4 touchdown passes and a touchdown run. He has accounted for each and every touchdown the Mustangs have scored today.
Yeah, all while playing linebacker at the same time. We've seen him blitz. We've seen him being productive on the defensive side of the ball. You don't see that often, that your starting quarterback is at the linebacker position on defense. So he's contributing on both sides of the ball and doing so at a high level.
After the timeout, 2nd and 6 from the 6 for Davis County. 3 backs behind Mater. Smith is a deep back. He takes the handoff, and he maybe gets a yard to the 7.
Really big third down here because we don't have the ability to flip the field from the punting position. Decent leg out of Gavin, but not a booming leg by any means. Or we've seen Glosser as well. So a big third down here with our backs against the wall.
3rd and 5 with the ball at the Davis County 7. Mustangs looking to get a first down and continue this drive, up 32-20. 3:20 remaining in the third quarter. Mater in trouble, threw it away. Hey, he was in the grasp in the end zone. That was Winfield that came in and had Mater by the jersey. And now they're looking to see if Zittler was in the area. And I do not see a flag. So fortunately for Davis County, a flag is not thrown. The officials determined that Zittler was enough in the area. I think he easily could have thrown a flag for intentional grounding.
You did see him get together and have a conversation. Mater fortunate that he wasn't taken down in the end zone, but I do see he's a little gimpy after that play. Coming up limping, so that could come into play as well. We're fortunate to be able to punt here, but we got to get the punt off with, again, punting from our own end zone.
McCall had a punt block last week, and he almost had that one blocked because Winfield almost got it. But Albia will wind up with very good field position as that ball rolls to the 31-yard line. So just a 27-yard punt by McCall.
And you are right. We were fortunate to get that one off. There was a hand up right in the vicinity of where Gavin was punting that one away from, so fortunate that didn't get blocked. The best he could do in that situation, so, I mean, we're out, but here we're going to call on our defense and make some big plays, and hopefully we can bend, but not break.
1st and 10 for Albia at the Davis County 31, 3:06 remaining. In quarter number 3, Albia trailing Davis County 32-20. Chance with a handoff to Fee. Gets taken down at the 25, a quick gain of 6.
Yeah, and we're tired. I mean, again, real nice push by the offensive front of Albia. I can see they're going to be picking up the momentum here a little bit to take advantage of that because we are tired, and they're getting a good push up front. Big gain there on first down.
2nd and 4 coming up for Albia. Wynn has checked into the game. He had a 49-yard touchdown run on Albia's first play from scrimmage. He's a tailback in the I formation. He takes the handoff running right, and he gets tackled by his knees and taken down. A couple of Mustangs converge. Cohen, as well as Smith, in on the tackle. Looked like he was stopped right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain.
Yeah, so we've seen a big improvement out of tackling. Something early we were seeing a lot of just tentative tackles, a lot of arm tackling here. That was a good stick by Cohen and a cleanup by the linebacker Smith.
Give him a yard to the 24, so it's 3rd and 3 from the Davis County 24 with 1:50 remaining in the third quarter. Albia down by 12. Chance takes a snap. He looks left, has time, fires deep for the left side of the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown. Wow, look, Heffron maybe got away with the push-off, but it is a 24-yard touchdown from Chance Heffron to get them back into this game.
Yeah, a little bit of a shove, not enough for the official to throw the flag there. Much more visible up here, obviously, for us in the booth, but the official didn't think so there, and a good ball. You can see he was kind of eyeing, again, 25 as his favorite target, Blake Stewart, who was well covered over the middle, went to his second receiver, found him, threw a ball up, made a good athletic play in the end zone.
That's the third touchdown pass by Stewart in this ball game. Fisher bangs through the extra point. 1:37 remaining in the third quarter. Albia now only down 32-27 as things have tightened up here at Mustang Stadium. Back at 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Chris Ledke, owner of Pulaski Lumber. Whatever project you're working on, we have what you need. From shingles, new windows, siding, plumbing, or even nice new Milwaukee power tool. If we don't have it, we can order it. And if you need professional advice on a project, we're always happy to help. While you're here, check out our Makerspace building. Make plans to stop out every month on second Saturday for lots of vendors on hand. We look forward to meeting you at Pulaski Lumber, your start to finish lumberyard.
You're watching Mustang football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Everything good, but it ain't sweet, no.
A 24-yard touchdown pass from Blake Chance to Nick Heffron has tightened things up here at Mustang Stadium. 32-27 is the Davis County lead with 1:37 remaining in quarter number 3.
Albia taking advantage of the short field on that one. Again, if we have a weakness, it's our special teams, our ability to kick and punt the ball. They took advantage of the short field there on that last drive.
Glosser and Bish back to receive this kick for Davis County. High spinner comes down to Glosser at the 11. Coming to the near side, the 20, the 25, the 30, puts his shoulder down as he runs over a Blue Demon. And he's brought down at about the 20, make that the 35-yard line. Justin Keller took quite a hit, but he'll get credit for the tackle as well for Albia. And the line of scrimmage will be the 34-yard line of Davis County. Albia has led by as many as 14 in this game. They took a 14-0 lead in the first quarter. Davis County was able to rally. They tied the game at 20 at halftime. They've scored 2 touchdowns to take a 32-20 lead, but Albia answered with a touchdown of their own to make it 32-27.
And this drive has one of those feels to it, Ellis, kind of like, we're a minute 32 left in the third quarter, so we're approaching the fourth quarter, kind of one of those momentum swinging drives here by the Mustangs.
Blitz coming, Bader to throw, looking for Zittler, and a blatant pass interference on the near sideline that's going to be called on Kilfoyle. He had a handful of jersey that everybody in the stadium saw.
Zittler, you can still see he's a little bit gimpy, so he's not 100%, but he kind of had one of those stop-and-go routes.
There's also a flag in the backfield.
Okay.
So we might have offsetting penalties.
Honestly, that was probably a pretty good play by the defensive back there because he kind of bid on the stop. Zittler was putting the burners on the go, grabbed him to keep him from getting too far ahead of him.
And that's exactly what we have.
So we have offsetting penalties.
Yeah, holding called against Davis County and the pass interference against Albia. So the penalty's offset, and we will replay first down. Zittler stays in the game, a bit gimpy as he heads out wide to the right. He's joined by Smith on the right side. McCall and Glosser are the wide receivers to the left. Smith coming into motion. The give is to McCall running straight ahead, stays on his feet, and maybe got a yard to the 35. 1 yard run from McCall to the 35. That brings up 2nd and 9 for Davis County. As we approach 1 minute remaining in the third quarter, Davis County 32, Albia 27.
And when we think back to those two drives that really got us going in the third quarter early that led to those two scores, it was the run game. We have to get those big runs. We have to get the run game established to give Mater a chance in the secondary.
And off McCall, running straight ahead. First down and a whole lot more at the 50, at the 45, going over tacklers as he bowls over Heffron. He signals first down as he gets finally brought down at the 36-yard line. And just like you said.
Pretty good foreshadowing there, I'd say.
Yeah, that was pretty decent foreshadowing, my friend.
So you did it earlier, and you know, it didn't work out for us because it was woke up number 25 for the Demons.
Absolutely.
But here, I was foreshadowing in our favor, and it worked.
A
big run.
A 31-yard run by McCall.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there.
Nope.
Again, he doesn't have that like next level breakaway speed, but what he has is power. He's got good body awareness, good balance, good stiff arm, and just strength. He's a tough one to bring down, and that was a good run to shift momentum here late in the third quarter.
I think Davis County is just going to let this clock run down as we are at 12 seconds left. They are nowhere near the football. They will let this baby tick down, and we will have ourselves a very eventful fourth quarter. Do not go anywhere, boys and girls. This is going to be a fight to the finish. After 3, our score, Davis County 32, Albia 27. Back in 60 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Lisa Bell. Hey, all you Davis County Mustang fans. The agents at Northside Insurance are just like you. We support the Mustangs, too. We're proud to live in Bloomfield, where we help families like yours with auto, home, business, farm, and life insurance. Get the professional coaching you need to win at life. Give us a call at Northside Insurance in Bloomfield and Centerville today, 664-2362. And go Mustangs! Nationwide is on your side. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Columbus, Ohio, subject to underwriting guidelines, review, and approval.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
You're watching Mustang football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Fourth and final quarter is upon us from here in Mustang Stadium. Week 2 action between 1-0 Davis County and 0-1 Albia. And the Mustangs of Davis County lead 32-27 as we begin quarter number 4. 3 backs behind Mater. Smith with the handoff. Shakes away from an arm tackle inside the 45 to the 44-yard line.
Yeah,
Beg your pardon, the 34-yard line.
I'd like to see him just break one of those to see what kind of speed he has. I know he had decent speed last year. He just hasn't had quite that, that opportunity that – Gavin has created those opportunities for himself just from his experience and his strength to show his breakaway speed. I'd like to see Smith, if he can show that next level speed in the secondary, something I think we're going to see here. If I could foreshadow and give us some good karma, I think we're going to see it.
2nd and 8 from the 34. Give to Smith. A big hole up the middle, and he's takes it inside the 20 to the 17-yard line. Wyatt Stewart, among others, in on the tackle for Albia. But it is a 16-yard gain for Smith.
That was a nice hole there. Again, didn't get to see his breakaway speed. The secondary kind of locked him down there, but a really nice big hole. Got through the linebacker untouched, got to the secondary. Again, good hole, good job by the offensive line, good communication there to create that hole for Smith.
11-11 remaining in the ball game. Davis County looking to add to their 32-20 lead here in the fourth quarter. Play action. Mater under heavy pressure. Tries to throw it away, and that most definitely is intentional grounding. Did it get past the line of scrimmage? Nobody's throwing the flag. No flag is thrown, and I don't see the officials huddling either. The line of scrimmage was a 17. That ball looked like it barely got to the 20. No flag on the play. A big break for Davis
I think that
County.
is a big break, and I can, you hear the coaching staff in the background agreeing that that one likely should have been pass interference.
2nd and 10 from the 17. They give it to Smith, running left, inside the 15, inside the 10. A tough run by Smith to the 6, a gain of 11.
Smith with the 11-yard carry. 1st and goal, Mustangs.
And that's what we desperately needed, too. We just needed to kind of reestablish that run game, open things up. We saw that play out of Mater earlier where they, faked the power set, kind of sprinted out the left. Credit to the Albia defense that time to lock him up. Fortunate break that wasn't intentional grounding. Here we are, 1st and goal from the 6.
Davis County looking to knock it into the end zone to our left and give themselves a 2-score lead here in the 4th quarter. They lead 32-27. Smith is a deep back. Another handoff, running left, inside the 5. Fights towards the goal line. And he is brought down just short of the promised land.
I really want to see him get in. That's the 2nd time that he's been brought down on the inch line. If you remember the last time he was, Mater ended up quarterback sneaking it in.
That's right.
Brought down on literally on the, half a foot to a foot line on the end zone side. I would love to see him, get credit here and get all the work pay off for him in the end zone.
2nd and goal with the ball barely inside actually it's barely touching, not even touching the goal line.
It's what, 2-inch line probably?
Right.
It's right on it.
Smith is a deep back in a 3-back formation. Another quarterback sneak. Mater is into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. Another 1-yard touchdown plunge by Carson Mater. Davis County lengthens their lead. It's 38-27 with the 2-point conversion, I'm sure, coming up.
And good, smart call there. Again, the less moving parts you have, the better. We had a fortunate no call that allowed us to keep the momentum going that we had. Momentum started by, again, run game, both out of Gavin and by, McCall. Yep, Gavin McCall and Smith. Kind of a nice 1-2 punch back there.
McCall is looking to the sidelines to his head coach, well, actually to all of his coaches.
Yeah, you can see the special teams coach waiting for the signal from the head coach, Scott Murdoch, on what they're going to do with the 2-point conversion. Might be missing some personnel possibly.
This is a long time. They're risking getting a delay game.
They are missing somebody. I only count 10 players out there on the field, so maybe a chance here to burn a timeout.
In that case, it looks like Davis County might have to call timeout. And the flag is thrown for delay of game. So in comes the field goal, or the extra point team. Kind of strange there. They didn't even try to run somebody in late, and I guess this being the 4th quarter, Brad, they didn't want to waste the timeout either.
Yeah, you're right. And, we last week, early first half, burned all of our timeouts, which kind of set us back a little bit. Hard to stop the clock and hard to get your guys together. Here, you're going to try a long extra point and
so this
see what
is
happens.
an extra point, but technically it's going to be a 25-yard extra point. Snap to McCall. It's a low snap. He barely got it away, and that did not even have a chance to get that snap. Kind of short-circuited that whole effort. But Davis County does have a 38-27 lead with 9:22 remaining in the 4th quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Atomo Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Chris Myrtle at Hamilton Produce. We have what you need to keep everything on your farm or in the shop in working order, including a full line of cattle chutes and calving equipment. We are also your best source for the most competitive prices on LP gas. Check out our full line of Carhartt clothing and dry shod boots. And did we mention we now carry Orca coolers as well? Hamilton Produce, your one-stop shop for all your farm and hardware needs. Just off the square in Bloomfield or on the old Brick Plant Road in Ottumwa.
You're watching Mustang football on the Atomo Radio Sports Network.
We up now. And when we touch down, it's a touchdown. Ain't no new crime. Hey, that's us now.
9:22 remaining in the 4th quarter. Davis County, thanks to a 1-yard run by Carson Mater. How about the night he's had? 4 touchdown passes, 2 touchdown runs. 38-27 is Davis County's lead over Albia.
Yeah, and, I hope special teams doesn't come back to haunt us here because we've had some less than stellar special teams play,
have
punting,
left some
kicking,
points on the field.
Yep, the field position stuff. So let's hope that doesn't come back to bite us.
McCall with the kick. It comes down to Fee, who juggles it and reels it in at the 25, coming to the near side, the 35. And there's a couple flags fly as Fee gets taken down at the 46-yard line, but most likely this is coming back.
Yeah, going to look like an Albia player tackled a non-ball carrier for the Mustangs. So
illegal block in the back is a call against Albia. Hey, you were close.
Not really, but
no, illegal block in the back is almost like tackling.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah, no, not a problem. Much cleaner game this time penalty-wise. That was just the third Albia penalty. Davis County has just 2. Still, those hidden yards you talk about, that just puts Albia further back. They start at their own 33 now and down by 2 scores with 9:13 remaining. That puts them in a bad spot. But we most certainly know that Albia is capable with Chance at quarterback and Stewart, among others, Wynn and Heffron, who caught a touchdown pass, as some of his weapons.
Yeah, and the ability, again, with that breakaway speed when they're out in the open.
1st and 10 from the 33. They start things off with a handoff, and getting almost 10 yards was Damon Sovereign, just his second carry of the game. It's a 9-yarder.
Yeah, we had a shot at him in the backfield there. Had just got an arm on him. Had a defensive lineman with a guy draped on him. Had got an arm on him. Wasn't able to bring him down, so a good gain there out of Albia on 1st down.
.840 remaining in the ball game. Albia trailing Davis County 38-27. On 2nd and 2, Chance with the throw. It's a short throw to the far side. Wynn shakes away from a tackle, going up the far sideline, gets away from Lynch, still on his feet, and they say that Wynn was out of bounds at the Davis County 41-yard line. Otherwise, he would still be running all the way to the house.
Yeah, there's that breakaway speed that they have the ability to, so they have that big play ability at any time. I didn't hear the whistle blow. I was wondering what the secondary was doing. They stopped when they had the angle on them, but they heard the whistle. But not until a 1st down conversion.
22-yard connection. Chance to win, and as you said, Brad, missed tackle there really sprung Wynn on that long gain.
And something we've shored up. We had a lot of missed tackles early, 1st quarter. We've shored that up. Starting to kind of rear its head here a little bit. We want to make sure we do not let them get out in the open.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Another missed tackle.
And another handoff, and another 1st down for Albia. This time it was Sovereign again. This time an 11-yard gain to the 30.
And I counted 3 missed tackles there. I don't know if we're getting some different personnel in. I haven't been paying attention to numbers rolling in. You're getting tired, getting late in the game here. You can get lazy. We're a step slow, but we cannot afford to have arm tackles against these athletes of Albia.
1st and 10 from the 29 as we approach the 8-minute mark remaining in the 4th quarter. Davis County 38, Albia 27. Chance in the shotgun. Takes a snap, looking left. Still looking. Now he reels it in. Wants to throw as he rolls to his right, and he gets tackled by McCall at about the 29-yard line, right around the line of scrimmage. We'll see where they actually put it. Actually, they mark it at the 27, so it's a 2-yard gain for Chance. A lot of running for 2 yards.
Yeah, and he does have the ability to run, and he's a pass-first quarterback. He likes to throw the ball, but you can tell he has the ability. Good vision there. Good job scrambling. As a coach, you're probably wanting him to just tuck that one and go. Got 2 yards. Decent pursuit out of the Mustangs.
Plus that ate a lot of clock.
It did, but we're fortunate he didn't break that because he does have the ability to run the ball, and I'm sure the coaches wish he had there.
Heffron, who has a touchdown pass, is the sole wide receiver to the near side. 3 to the far. Wide open is Wynn. Catches on the far numbers, and good gang tackling by Davis County as they get him out of bounds, but looks like he may have a 1st down at the 19. It'll depend on the spot.
Yeah, they've picked up the momentum here a little bit, more tempo out of them. Obviously, they're battling the clock, so no surprise there. But as they're doing so, our guys are winded. They're a step slower than they were, starting to see some missed tackles. This break may be fortunate for us to catch our wind a little bit and try to keep them out of the end zone because Albia is definitely putting on a strong charge here.
And looks like we may have ourselves another measurement as the clock is stopped with 6:59 remaining in the fourth quarter. Davis County hanging on to a 38-27 lead, but it feels pretty perilous now with all the firepower that Albia has and the fact that there's plenty of time left in this game.
Yeah,
Marvin Boyer, the referee, signals third down, so third and short coming up for the Blue Demons.
And they just have several positions that they have that big playability out of. You know, they're multifaceted on offense, and they've been pretty balanced throughout the night. Driving here, we're tired, so again, a big gut check moment for the Mustang defense.
3rd and 1 from the 19. The give is to Fee. Fights away from a tackle, and a nice strong run by Fee out to the 15. A gain of 4, and a fresh set of downs for Albia.
Fee with the 4-yard pickup. 1st and 10 Albia from the Davis County 15.
They wind the clock. 6:53 and counting left in the fourth quarter. Davis County 38, Albia 27 in this week 2 matchup. Chance guns it over the middle. Nice, tipped and incomplete. That was Cohen. It looked, nope.
31, it looked like to me.
Pass intended for Winfield, incomplete. In protection.
Everyone confused by that number there.
I thought that was Cohen Piper, but I wasn't quite sure who got a hand on that. I don't think that number's on the roster.
I don't think so. It is. I agree. I don't know.
Yeah. Regardless.
Well, good play, defender.
I was going to say, yeah, good play, defender.
Nameless defender, but a real nice job by him to knock that one down, because that definitely would have been a touchdown had that been secured.
2nd and 10 from the 15. Handoff is to Fee, and he's tackled immediately. A gain of 1, perhaps 2, as that was Smith on the tackle.
Albia is definitely getting a good surge on their offensive line, so they're taking advantage of some worn-out defenders here, getting a good push on the left side of especially on the left side of the ball there. But they are down 2 scores, so they're going to have to stick this one in soon. Probably see an onside kick, I would guess, Ellis, if I were to guess. But first comes first. They got to score here.
6:08 remaining in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 8 from the 13. Chance looking right. Now goes back left. Fights away from pressure. Flag is down, and Chance takes one heck of a hit. Got sandwiched in between Culbertson and a
little bit of extracurriculars.
Yeah, Chance did not like that hit at all, and he got up and had some things to say. Meanwhile, there is a flag down, and it sure looks like it's holding against Albia, which it is.
Yep, it is in that area.
Holding penalty called on Albia.
So 3rd and 8 will become 3rd and much longer. Well, they mark from the spot of the foul, which was the 19. Beg your pardon. It was the 18 all the way back out to the 28. So that's a 15-yard penalty, and that makes it 3rd and 23.
3rd and 23 for Albia after the penalty.
Third and 23 for Albia with the clock running. 5:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Albia trailing by 11. Trips to the right with 1 to the left. Chance in the shotgun. He takes a snap, dropping straight back. Under pressure. Dances away from pressure. Guns it back over the middle, and it is over the head of Stewart in the end zone. Stewart was open, but Chance threw it over his head. And that's hard to do for a guy that's 6'4".
Yeah, and Chance, again, nice job there to just improvise, keep the play alive, keep his eyes downfield, found his favorite receiver, threw a good ball just barely out of the reach of the tall reach of 25, who's what would we say he is, 6'4", Blake Stewart. And Chance himself was 6'4", so a couple tall guys there. Again, nice job by him to improvise, keep his eyes downfield, threw a strike just out of the reach of his favorite receiver.
Albia needs this to stay in the ball game. 4th and 23 from the Davis County 28. They trail 38-27 with 5:28 remaining in the ball game. Chance looking to throw for the end zone, and it's tipped away and incomplete. He threw it to the left side.
I believe that number 9, Dawson Townsend on the coverage there?
Townsend. Townsend was waiting there. And he was able to tip it away, knock it incomplete, and it is a turnover on downs. And Davis County, 5:21 away from going 2-0.
And a nice job there, because your instinct as a defensive back is to, anytime you get a chance to intercept it. But had he intercepted it there, would have put him on like the 1 yard line. So good job knocking it down. Very aware of the situation. Not an experienced player, because I don't know if we called his name at all last year, if he was even out last year, but had an interception last week. Big play there on 4th down. So nice job by junior Dawson Townsend.
Timeout was called. And Davis County takes over. As I said, 5:21 away from going 2-0. So give credit to Davis County, down 14-0 in this game, Brad. Able to fight back, tied at halftime at 20. And really, Davis County has taken it to Albia here in the second half.
Yeah, they held together. We didn't see a lot of energy out of them to kind of slow start to the game for them. Withstand that initial surge from Albia, who put 2 up on the board right away. And then have slowly thereafter made those adjustments and won matchups to take control of the football game here. We've had some penalties, that Albia has set them back on some of their drives as they got momentum going. But that's the name of the game, and a good job, as you mentioned, by the Mustangs to switch momentum and hang in there.
Davis County takes over, 1st and 10 on their own 28. And Albia is going to be reaching and try to strip the ball. Davis County does have a fumble in this game, and the man that committed it is the deep back in this 3-back formation, Gavin McCall. He takes the handoff, both arms around the football, and he gets a 1st down to the 39-yard line. A gain of 11 for Gavin McCall.
Give credit to our offensive line there. I saw a good surge out of them. You can see them talking to each other. Gavin, again, good vision, good power. He's just got a low center of gravity, and as you mentioned, taking care of the football.
The clock is now Davis County's friend, so they will take their time in the huddle as the clock spins down inside of 5 minutes remaining. They have a 38-27 lead over Albia. Three backs behind Mater, who is under center. McCall is the deep back. Handoff, McCall puts his shoulder down, still on his feet. My goodness, refusing to go down after the initial hit. A 5-yard gain to the 44.
Really nice job by him. Again, he just has such a low center of gravity and good balance. We saw that a lot out of him last year. Just when he thought he was going to go down, he puts that arm down, puts it back up, secures the football, and looked like he was going to get nothing there. Got a really nice gain out of what looked to be a 0-yard gain.
McCall enjoyed a huge game last year versus Albia, rushed for 253 yards.
Right, and he stepped up in big moments when we needed those runs to happen. So has Smith, just to keep that balance. And there, a nice run on 1st down.
Speaking of Smith, he takes the handoff, running wide to the left, and a nice tackle made by, it's number 56, but I don't think we have a number 56. Oh, 66.
66 maybe?
Thank
you.
Paul Ballard.
Paul Ballard, yep.
He made the tackle for Albia, and that brings up 3rd and 3 for the Demons.
We'd love to take the drama out of this one and convert this 1st down, because that would just about seal it, I think, if we can convert this 1st down. They, on the last play, they stacked 5 or 6 guys on the line, so they're definitely playing some power football on the defensive side of the ball. Here, we're spreading them a little bit to give us a little bit of breathing room. Big conversion if we can get it.
4 receivers, 3 to the left and 1 to the right for Davis County, and a timeout called by the Mustangs. As you said, Brad, big play coming up, and 3rd and 3. They get a 1st down here. They'll put Albia in a really bad way.
Yeah, so, a little bit of a chess match here, because you can see that the coach called a timeout as he saw what defense they were lining up in. He knows how big this is. Coach isn't dumb. He's got a lot of experience, knows how huge this is to see if he can convert this here on 3rd down.
Davis County trailed 14-0 in this ball game, managed to tie it at 20 before halftime. And thanks to a touchdown pass by Carson Mater to Carson Zittler, the first time we've called the Carson to Carson connection today. And then 2 more touchdown runs by Carson Mater. they have taken the 38-27 lead over Albia.
And we said pregame that it was going to be important for guys to step up. And we, again, from week to week, we don't know who the guys are going to be, and it's nice to be able to call guys' names who are, when their number is called, they're able to step up and make plays. So those contributions, we'll get into here, hopefully after we talk about a W late in the game and in our post-game wrap-up, some of those contributions from guys.
Lynch is the lone wide receiver to the left. Zittler, Glosser, and McCall to the right. Smith is in the backfield with Mater, who's in the pistol. Mater to the throw, guns it to the left side. It's caught by Zittler. A nice slant pattern to Zittler at the 46-yard line. That is a gain.
Very nice route.
Gain of 10, and that'll be a first down for Davis County. And, yeah, you said that was a nice route. I completely
It was,
agree.
and again, just for the senior to step up tonight when I know he had questions whether he would play at all this week with an injured leg. Great job by him to show good, strong will to show his team how it's done as a senior and make a big play there. Another beautiful ball out of Mater. We got to mention that too.
Under 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Davis County with the ball, up 38-27. Smith, the third back behind Mater, taking the handoff. Flag is down. Smith holding on to the ball as it seemed like every Blue Demon was trying to strip the ball away.
You definitely see him stripping at the ball there.
But a flag is down, and Davis County is signaling that it's against Albia. But no, it's against Davis County. It's holding. That stops the clock with 2:36 remaining. So the line of scrimmage was the 46 of Albia. We go back to the 46 of Davis County after the 10-yard penalty is marched off. And Brett, we talked about the penalties in the last game. That's just their third penalty of the game.
In a bad spot, though, so we got to keep our composure because that one hurt. That marched us back. We had a good drive going, some momentum going. I can see the guys tired. You can see some senior and junior leadership there in the huddle stepping up. We got to keep our composure here because the game's on the line with ticking down to 2 minutes.
1st and 20. Handoff is to Smith. He breaks it free at the 45-yard line, slung down, and they might call a horse collar.
I believe that's a good guess, right? That's the only thing I can think of in that territory where he was at. As he was
brought him down.
Pulled down by the horse collar.
At the 43-yard line of Albia. So it's a 13-yard run by Smith as he got the penalty yardage back and then some. And it is a horse collar tackle called against Albia.
15-yard penalty. 1st and 10 Mustangs from the Albia 28.
So that will take the ball all the way to the 28. And with 2 minutes remaining, Davis County looks like they need to just run the ball 1 or 2 more times.
Ball security going to be huge here. Just, again, little things, getting the snap from the center, not getting in a hurry. Wait until the coach says to snap the ball, kind of keep an eye on the play clock, all the little things here. Let's hope they can come together.
Give is to Smith, running up the middle. And Heffron makes the tackle at the 24-yard line, and Albia calls what I believe is their final timeout.
5-yard pickup by Smith. 2nd and 5.
Line of scrimmage will be the 23-yard line when this timeout is over. And you got to like the balance in offense that Davis County has shown today, Brad. They're pounding it out right now on the ground, but they showed they're quite dangerous in the air as well.
Yeah, early in the game, they came out again in the power set, so they were trying to establish the run wide away. It seemed like we were kind of one-sided early. We broke up with the pass to kind of keep them honest at the line of scrimmage, and that really has been the story of the game, is us finding our rhythm, finding our balance, some creative play calling by our coaches, composure by our guys in big spots when we needed to, and guys stepping up in key spots that when you needed contributions, we were finding it. So, again, nice balance all overall. We have some things, again, that are out of balance. We have some kicking game issues that we have to work out that have put us in some tough spots, some missed points on the scoreboard. But when you can make those mistakes and come away with a W, which we're knocking on the door now with about 1:30 left in the game, that's a good sign of a good football team.
This time it's Gavin McCall, lined up as a deep back on 2nd and 5 from the Albia 23. And Mater takes a knee.
I think there may have been a fumbled snap there, actually, from the center exchange to him, so he did the smart decision and just kind of fell on it.
I thought Albia had
another timeout by Albia.
Timeout, but yeah, they called another timeout.
Well, that's got to be their final one there then.
3rd and 6 for the Mustangs.
Although, I forget to count who, water break timeouts versus Albia timeouts versus Mustang timeout. A lot of timeouts here to keep track of.
Minute 26 remaining in the fourth quarter. 38-27 is our score. Davis County out in front. So Davis County on their way to going 2-0 on the season. And I know you mentioned Davis County's former head coach, Ken Anderson, last game, but I think he really set the foundation for this team, and they grew year after year under Ken Anderson, and really they're starting to see the fruition of all that work that was put in 2 years ago.
Sure, and a lot of those guys now that are juniors were freshmen that he was relying on in spots that you never hope to have to rely on freshmen, right? When you take over a program. So his foundational skills that he put in, his trust that he put in those guys, his experience that he was able to give them are paying off in games like this tonight.
3rd and 6 from the 24. Mater, quarterback run. Running left inside the 20, has a first down, sliding down inbounds at the 13-yard line. A smart play by Mater.
Very smart play, you're right.
A gain of 11, and that should about do it.
Mater with the 12-yard run. First down, Mustangs.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line. A minute 10 remaining. And a couple of knees will end tonight's ball game. Three backs behind Mater as we were at 45 seconds remaining. Mater waits for the back judge to raise his hand, which he does. Mater takes a snap, takes a knee. And that is that. Davis County rallies after being down 14-0, and they defeat Albia to go to 2-0 on the season. Actually, wait. Before I add the finishing touches to this game, looks like, well, okay, there we go. All right. I was wondering why they were just hanging around.
They just wanted one more play, Coach.
Gotcha.
One more, but he said no.
A jubilant Davis County sideline celebrates a 2-0 start to the season. Final score from here in Mustang Stadium: Davis County 38, Albia 27. And a big win for the Mustangs. And they go out to about the near hash, and they salute the Albia Blue Demons.
Air high fives from across the field, showing a lot of class.
Yep. And now they run to the stands to celebrate. I think Carson Zittler's calf is looking better and better the way he sprinted over towards the stands. But let's take a 4-minute timeout, and when we return, we'll put our finishing touches on that. We'll have stats for the game as well as our player of the game, as Brad and I will return to wrap things up from here at Mustang Stadium. Davis County defeating Albia 38-27. This is Davis County football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Eric, owner of Spillman Auto Parts. We have thousands of used parts that would fix that annoying problem with your car. Dennis, Gary, and John are ready to take your call and save you money. You can also check out our eBay store and buy parts directly on our website at spillmanauto.com. And don't forget to check out our great selection of rebuildable cars, trucks, and SUVs. We look forward to meeting you at Spillman Auto Parts in Bloomfield.
Go Mustangs!
When it comes to the safety of your children, be sure to make the right choice when they start driving. At the Right Choice Driving School, they treat each student like family and do their utmost to provide each student with the necessary information and techniques to become a lifelong, safe, responsible driver. Sign up for driver's education today and you can start tomorrow. They are open to students in all Iowa districts. Go to therightchoicedrivingschool.com today for more information. Proud sponsor of the Davis County Mustangs.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out and stay together. Upgrade your ride for as little as $5 a day. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. The busy farming season is here, and Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom applications. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Get back to your life sooner with orthopedic care at Davis County Hospital and Clinics. Whether it's a shoulder or knee problem or a broken bone, Davis County Hospital and Clinics is here for you. Our specialists and team members will treat you with care from your first visit to surgery through rehab and therapy. Comprehensive orthopedic care isn't a long drive away. It's right here at Davis County Hospital and Clinics, building better, healthier lives.
The busy farming season is here, and Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield is the best place to go for all your seed and fertilizer needs. They're focused on one thing and one thing only, providing their customers with the best products and services to grow the best crops possible. Farmers call them today for liquid and dry fertilizers, starters, small seed, and corn and soybean seed. They also offer crop protection chemicals and custom applications. See why other area farmers are turning to Bob Lawson and the staff at Nutrient Ag Solutions in Bloomfield, where results in your field are always their first concern.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out and stay together. Upgrade your ride for as little as $5 a day. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
You're watching Mustang football on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Starting to see taillights here at Mustang Stadium as the crowd heads home. Most of them happy, especially if they were here in Bloomfield, as Davis County defeats Albia by the final score of 38-27. And we talked about how there was great balance with Davis County's offense. It seemed like sometimes you run to set up the pass. It seemed like this time Davis County's pass really set up their run.
Yeah, early I was starting to wonder, we know we were banged up in the secondary, so we didn't know if we'd have the big playability. Obviously, Caden Glosser coming off the week he had last week was that guy that kind of put the Demons back on their heels and said, oh, yeah, we can't forget about the passing game because our running game wasn't really getting going. So you're right, that big strike in that first quarter as we were down 2 scores really kind of changed the momentum of the game and really established our balance going forward.
So Albia raced out to a 14-0 lead. Davis County, they couldn't have started any worse. A fumble by McCall, recovered at the 49. The very first play, Wynn runs it 49 yards out for a touchdown. You remarked during that run, just not good tackling. The tackling got better as the game goes on. Have you ever seen that before, the tackling getting better by a team going on? Like, what happens at the beginning of the game and then what's the difference between that and maybe the middle or the end of the game that makes them tackle better in your eyes?
Tentativeness at first, it takes you a little bit of time to wake up. We have some younger guys in our secondary, and it's your natural instinct to kind of get out of the way of a 220-pound, 6'4" running back, or however big those guys are. They're big guys, and our secondary is kind of small. So your instinct is to try to bring them down the easiest way possible by not getting injured. So it just took a few series to wake up, and then some poor tackling and good runs by them to take advantage of our tentativeness coming out of the gates.
So 14-0 Albia after they scored on their first 2 possessions. And then one of the big plays of the game, a 78-yard pass from Mater to Glosser. Mater's got some touch on his passes. Yeah, just the difference between last year and this year. We've noticed, like last year, he missed, he had Zittler open a lot last year, and he missed him sometimes. This time, he's hitting Glosser on the money. He hit Zittler on the money. The growth between his sophomore and junior year has just been remarkable.
It is, and that's a credit to him and the work that he's put in and the work that the receiving corps has put in. But also, he's had time. So good job by our offensive line of just getting in guys' way. Our running backs are picking up blitzers, giving him time. But he also has just a tremendous amount of composure, both in the pocket and when he's on the move. So you're right. A lot of credit to him and a lot of development, a lot of confidence, some really excellent quarterback play out of him.
78-yard pass from Mater to Glosser. They forced the 3 and out. Another pass from Mater to Glosser, this time 44 yards out. The special teams, and you said it during the game, that's something that will have to get cleaned up. They did not make a single extra point. They made, 3 extra points last week, and then they got a 2-point conversion. This week, they only tried the extra point twice, and both times they were unsuccessful. Otherwise, they went for 2 most of the time. So I guess that's something we have to keep our eyes on as we move on. It was a 14-12 lead for Albia at the end of the first quarter. In the second quarter, Albia took lengthened their lead thanks to a 25-yard pass from Blake Chance to Blake Stewart. But then Davis County answered with an 8-yard catch by Glosser, setting up that drive after they were down 20-12. A 27-yard run by Gavin McCall, a 33-yard pitch and catch from Mater to Glosser, and then they decided to take care of it 8 yards out. And Glosser had his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, which he has 5 touchdown catches in the season already,
and 1 on defense. So he's got 6 touchdowns total.
Yeah.
He and Mater picked right up where they left off last week, and thankfully that they did, because that connection, and we had some good runs mixed in there to help set up some of those. But that's what kept us in the ball game.
2-point conversion was good, and we were tied at 20 heading into halftime. Another big moment was what happened at the coin toss.
Yeah, kind of I think there was kind of under story that didn't really get mentioned, because I could hear the coaching staff up here from Albia when they came out second half and realized they weren't getting the ball. You realize that there was a mental error that happened, and unfortunately I've been there on the coaching side of that, when you have a kid who means to say, we'll defer the coin. Sometimes they make a mistake, they win the toss, and they say, we'll kick. So you're essentially giving them a free possession, which is equivalent to a turnover. So we took advantage of that second half because we scored right away.
So basically, when you say that you win the toss and you say I want to kick, that is your option.
That is your option.
So you can opt to kick, or you can opt to defer, or you can opt to get the ball. If you opt to kick, then the option goes to the next team for the beginning of the second quarter. The second half.
Exactly. So you're essentially saying we want to play defense first, and we give you an extra possession.
Right.
So we gained an extra possession. So first half they gained an extra possession by a turnover. They scored. Well, we gained that extra possession by a mishap at the coin flip, and got that extra possession and scored.
In that extra possession, and the opening drive of the third quarter, a person that we didn't see in the first half a lot showed up in the second half. Carson Zittler showed up, and he caught a 49-yard pass in the opening drive of the third quarter, and that put Davis County out in front to stay. And just that second threat, that additional threat to go along with Glosser, that could do wonders for an offense.
You're exactly right, and something we weren't sure if we would see. We knew we would not see, the other solid receiver from last year coming back,
Dalton Reeves.
Dalton Reeves. We knew that he had broke a bone somewhere in his arm or wrist. We knew we wouldn't see him. The question mark was Zittler. Caden, huge first half, but you knew that they could key on him and shut him down in the passing game. In order to keep that balance, we needed those contributions, and we got it. Kudos to Zittler for gutting out a leg injury and playing in a big spot as a senior, showing not only guts and grit, but showing production.
A 3-and-out by Albia. Davis County gets the ball back, and they go another long drive after a nice return by Cohen. Cohen Piper to the 44-yard line of Albia, giving them a short field. And you mentioned it a couple times, but Clayton Smith takes it inside the 1-yard line, but then it's Mater to sneak it in, and he did that twice. The first one gave Davis County a 32-20 lead.
Yeah, and I have a feeling we're gonna, he'll get his because we do have some guys that aren't 100% on the offensive side of the ball. So once you get even more balance than what we've had, which we've had fantastic balance to this point, he's going to get his, and I look forward to when he does because he's come up short by probably a total of 4 inches tonight from scoring.
Alex Lynch picked off a pass from Chance back in the third quarter. Davis County, however, they were pinned in their own territory way back at the 2, so they could not quite take advantage. Albia, after a very average punt, got the ball at the Davis County 31. 3 plays later, Heffron catches a touchdown to make things a bit tighter at 32-27, and that's the closest that Albia got. And you mentioned special teams, the extra points and the punts. That's something that would be need worked out, but that's just life in high school. Sometimes you have a guy with a leg, sometimes you don't.
You're right, and our roster's not overly deep. The last 2 weeks we've looked up here at the roster that you have, and we're on the short end of that 2 weeks in a row. So we're getting big contributions out of guys. We had a short field there. Credit to them, they scored, but there is no break in this team anymore. We have experienced guys now who have been in these spots before. We're starting to develop that art of winning, that we've talked about too. They're getting those wins. They're getting that confidence. Several years of play under their belt now, and we're converting them to W's.
So the game tightened up. We headed into the fourth quarter as Davis County got the ball to be at the end of the third quarter. And going into the fourth quarter, they went on a drive, going 8 plays, 66 yards, ending with another 1-yard touchdown run by Carson Mater after Clayton Smith once again takes it to inside the 1-yard line. And that just capped off a big night for Carson Mater with his second touchdown run. And finally, Davis County had enough breathing room, 38-27, and a key stop there by Albia, turning them over on downs midway through the fourth quarter, and Davis County was able to run out the clock.
Yeah, so we have a nice 1-2 punch in several positions right now. We weren't sure about our receiving core tonight. We knew we'd be a little banged up. Zittler in a big spot gave us that additional 1-2 punch. We have Gavin McCall out of the backfield who stepped up big tonight, and then you have Clayton Smith also who's back there. So we have nice balance in several key spots. Obviously, Mater's providing tremendous balance out of the quarterback play, and just with his legs and with his arm, that duo threat there. So really nice things happening here and some good wrinkles that I saw out of the offensive play calling tonight too. Catch Albia off guard in big spots to convert third downs and things like that. So just a really nice game plan that we were able to execute tonight and overcome some mishaps, which is a sign of a good football team.
Final score, Davis County 38, Albia 27. How about some of these numbers? Gavin McCall, 14 carries, 145 yards. Carson Mater, 249 yards through the air, 4 touchdowns to go along with his 2 touchdown runs. Caden Glosser, 5 catches, 165 yards, 3 touchdowns. And even Carson Zittler, he only played a half, but he had 3 catches for 75 yards and also a 49-yard touchdown. Just the explosive plays. You have plays of, all right, let's just go over. You have plays of 18, 27, 18, 24, 31, 78, 44, 49, 33. Big plays galore. It's so good to see an offense just that you don't need to just trudge down the field with 14, 15-yard plays. If you can do it in 2 or 3 plays, that's a great luxury to have.
It is, and it happened in moments when we needed them to happen, right? They were in those moments where you're saying, okay, this is really a pivotal moment here. And guys, again, who have a lot of experience now as juniors and seniors and stepping up in big moments. But a lot of credit has to be given to our offense and defensive line play as well, because without that core of a football team, you're not going to have those holes. You're not going to have those places in the space for running backs and quarterbacks to play. So you have to give credit to the total package that we're seeing on the field of the Mustangs over the last 2 weeks. So credit is earned also by the line play out of guys giving space for plays to happen.
So now we've reached a point where it's time to name our player of the game, and I think we're pretty much unanimous when it comes to this.
I would agree. I did last week, and I know what you're thinking, so I'll let you take it this week.
It has to be Carson Mater.
I agree, 100%.
Carson Mater, 4 touchdown passes as well as 2 touchdown runs, and all the while he's playing linebacker on defense as well. So he put in a lot of good work, and Carson Mater, awesome today. He is our player of the game. Congratulations to him. Touchdown passes of 78, 44, 49, and 8.
Yeah. And just outstanding composure.
Yeah.
You know, even late there when, things were still kind of hanging in the balance. We felt like we had it in the bag. We had a penalty that kind of marched us back. I saw him in the huddle, taking charge, calming guys down, even getting in guys' faces, showing that leadership and that composure. So not only getting it done athletically, but getting it done with his leadership. So great job by Carson Mader tonight.
Davis County 484 yards of total offense, unofficially, of course. Albia with 366. So what was an even game at halftime, Davis County was able to pull ahead and win 38-27. So Davis County 2-0. It's been a while since the Mustangs have been 2-0, so I know Bloomfield's excited. So we continue our homestand next week, and we invite in a much tougher team. Williamsburg will be coming to town. We saw what Williamsburg did to Davis County up in Williamsburg last year. And you told me all the time that when you head up towards Iowa City, that's a different brand of football. Those guys need to play, and if you show up, you better show up for all 48 minutes.
Yeah, and they actually got a big win last week over a team that was actually playing up in 3A last year and almost won a state title at the 3A level, Solon. So they beat Solon last week to open the season. So I'm guessing that they're going to be pretty tough, and they have a history of strong football. But you know what? They're coming to town. The ball's on the ground. The ball's in the air. Mistakes can happen, so if we can take advantage of those mistakes. But a tough task ahead if you're a Mustang fan next week as Williamsburg rolls into town.
But in the meantime, Davis County will go into Labor Day weekend and enjoy a 2-0 start to the season. So, as always, Brad, it's been awesome. Thanks a lot for joining us.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and what a beautiful Friday night football we had here.
Most definitely. Once again, our final score, Davis County 38, Albia 27. The Mustangs keep the good times rolling as they improve to 2-0. The Blue Demons fall to 0-2. We would like to thank you for making us a part of your Friday evening. Be sure to join us for Week 3 from right here in Mustang Stadium, as the Davis County Mustangs will wrap up their season opening homestand and play host to the Williamsburg Raiders. Kickoff is scheduled for 7:30. We look forward to having you join us then. For Brad McCloskey and our producers, Parker Stevens and Allison Walker, this is Ellis Kojo saying so long from Bloomfield. The preceding has been a presentation of Davis County football on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.